And we're on.
Oh, hi.
There we go. Good. So, this is the final session of Saga. Saga 3. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Like, when did we start this?
October.
Yeah. So, almost a year.
I know
like,
that because I checked last night because I was curious. Like, how
Yeah,
long have we
October.
been doing
So,
this?
a long time. So, I thought at the end of the session, whoever wants to stick around can do. And, we'll just chill out and have a little bit of a talk. I'll probably hop on Dawn of War for a bit whilst talking and, bashing things up. But yeah, essentially, this is only going to be a 2-hour session because that's how I set it up. Yeah, how is everyone feeling about the campaign so far? I know Tom, you just started. So, well, not just started, quite a while ago when you came in.
Yeah,
Part
but
of the
it definitely wasn't October. So.
No. I think it was more February, wasn't it? February, March.
Yeah, something like that, I think.
Yeah. So, last session, I don't know who has read up or watched the session back again. But last session, you guys had a massive battle on your hands, and you forced your way through the lines of Gormal Kedok to go and chase him down in the north. Because he's doing something with an artifact called the Evershard. Essentially, you know he's trying to summon and free a god called the Void King. Or he's trying to do something with the god, the Void King. The Void King didn't seem too pleased to see him anyway last time when you actually saw his physical manifestation underneath the waves, underneath the waters, a couple of sessions ago. So, here we are. You are currently riding hard through the north. You're licking your wounds, so to speak, from the battle. And the battle and the carnage is behind you now, a day or two behind you. And yeah, it's extremely hot. It is perishingly hot. We're talking in real world degrees, around 42 to 43 degrees Fahrenheit. So I don't know what that is in
Fahrenheit?
105 plus, or
You mean Celsius, right?
Celsius. Sorry.
So
It's
like
like-
105 to 110.
Yeah, and it's getting hotter.
Yep,
So
I want to die.
So
I don't
last
know about
week
the rest
for
of
me.
you.
Yeah, I do too.
That was all of last week here. So
Yeah, same. Well, actually, no,
It's
the
getting-
week before.
it's getting warmer. This is cold desert weather in this far north. So if you all look over to Hassan, he's like literally awash, like he's leaving behind like a slug trail of sweat in all of his black robes and shit, lugging his rather large crossbow across his back. But you do have horses, so. But at the moment, at the start of the session, you've stopped riding so hard to give them a break. So you're walking next to your horses. It's approaching midday, so you rode all yesterday away from the battle, and then you stopped a little bit through the night and then carried on early this morning. So you're all pretty tired, and it is fucking hot. I'll just say that it's getting hotter. So, what are you guys doing? And what order are you marching in? Give me some description
Well,
that's going on.
who's with us? Is it just the four of us? I thought
It's just the four of you.
Oh,
I
okay.
think isn't Alice there?
Elise. Yeah, I thought
Alice, sorry.
Decimus brought her. I wasn't sure though.
yeah, because of her connection to him.
Yeah, so she's there as well. Yeah, she's a ginger woman, so she is not enjoying the current predicament.
She's
Say the least.
she's a binding user. She's got natural AC.
That's true, but there's no AC for being ginger in the sun. So
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
if you look at you notice that the air looks a little cooler around us.
okay.
We're not she's probably getting burnt to shit.
yeah. I'm walking next to
But-
them. I'll You know what? I'll trade Elise one of my cloaks for her AC. Because, yeah, I have my hood up and everything. Like, I do not like the sun at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm just trying to keep the horses well, kind of watered. Yeah, if we want to get to where we want to go, we need them to be as healthy as they possibly can be in this heat. So
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
guess I'm just tending to the horses, really.
You know, I would have made sure that we had to like try to draw some water with the bindings for them
Cool.
so
Cool.
that they can drink.
That makes
And
my
then
job easy.
probably actually just like splash some water on them so they cool down a bit
Mm-hmm.
for all the riding.
Cool. Hassan, what are you doing?
Dying, most probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Contemplating life choices, the usual.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet you're thinking back to that sweet time, just being an
Prior
infant
to
on
your
your own.
first dragon encounter.
Mm.
Kind of comparably hot. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm probably just riding in silence at the moment, just looking like I'm thinking. Thought.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. So, you guys are currently riding. The day is getting on. The day is getting on now. So we're past midday. You can call a halt whenever you want. And just
And probably ride as much as we can without killing our horses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd agree.
The
Okay.
sooner we get there, the safer.
In the north, above you, you can see far in the distance there is a purple lightning lancing through the sky, and there are bits of rocks just being thrown up into the air. This is miles and miles and miles away, hundreds of miles maybe. Well, not hundreds of miles, but yeah, a long, long way away. So yeah, that's happening, and it doesn't seem natural. Like the closer you're getting to it, the more uneasy Decimus and Elise are becoming. To the point where Elise has retched up a few times, but she's not eaten in a few days, so But yeah.
That's encouraging.
Yeah.
Did we ever find out what happened to Ashkeep, by the way, guys? If we just turn up and there's a floating city, I'm not very happy.
It wasn't floating; it just appeared.
Yeah.
And no, we never went to Ashkey. We
No.
had other concerns.
I know. I wanted to. It was like on the top of my list for a while, but other things kept coming up that we actually really needed.
I mean, I know something terrible is going to happen because we didn't go to Ashkeep, but
Yeah, that sounds right.
But Decimus had other concerns, so
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have much food, Dean?
Yeah, you got provisions. Yeah.
Okay.
You weren't. You don't have enough. You got enough for another day or two.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
It's just like out of curiosity, is Elise not eating out of choice, or?
Yeah, she's not eating out of choice. She doesn't feel well.
Oh, okay, fine.
Decimus is eating sparingly as well,
Mm-hmm.
just enough to, not feel start feeling awful. But yeah,
I'm
bad
guessing.
juju up ahead.
I'm guessing we noticed that they're sick, right? It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
All right, I'll ask Decimus about it. Like, Decimus, what's going on?
I'm just gonna kind of cock an eyebrow and gesture I'm just gonna be sitting with my back towards the clouds of purple lightning and everything in the background. I'm just gonna gesture behind me.
So that's what's having this effect on you?
If you could feel what we're feeling through the binding, you'd probably not be feeling too well yourself. It's not good.
This doesn't seem like a good sign at all.
He's gonna kind of chuckle in sort of a dark humor, darkly humorous sort of way. It's like, yeah, just wait and see. And then he's gonna kind of just Decimus did Brent want to bring some of the research he had on as much as he could carry with him without burdening himself.
Well, you were just in a battle, so I'm not sure you'd have that much.
So, like a book maybe that he could.
Yeah, a book's fine.
Yeah, so he's like the one that he hoped would be the most useful, and so he's trying to read through it all, like while we're resting.
Mm-hmm.
So he has something. Just whatever he would have found in the library that seemed the most relevant, although I don't imagine I had much that would be relevant at all.
Okay. Well,
as much of anything, it's to, if he finds something good, if not, it's kind of help him occupy his mind while they have to sit and wait to rest the horses.
Okay. Evening comes on. Evening comes on, and you can carry on marching, or you can camp for the night. Okay.
I think I'd rather travel at night than in the blazing heat.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, maybe we should start resting during the day, instead of night.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, Decimus and Elise can provide some light, and they're not particularly feeling like doing much in the way of sleeping right now.
Okay. So you're gonna vote to carry on? I mean, Hassan, are you happy with that?
Hassan just nods his head and well, it would certainly be heat of the sun
at a safe pace for the horses and such, but we don't want to end up falling into pitfalls.
Okay.
We're not going to have like a huge beacon of light to guide us, but enough that we can see where we're going and not trip horses.
I understand. Okay. So you guys head on through the night until finally you can hear who is at the back of the party. Who's at the back of the this tiny little caravan?
I think Decimus and Elise would be leading.
Yeah, and I'm up there with them.
I mean, I might be at the back just because I'm so pissed at the moment that we have to trudge all the way to where Craddock is, and he just teleported there. I'm just a little bit bitter at the whole situation at the moment, like the heat and the weight of everything. So I'm just sort of, I guess I'll be at the back.
Cool. You can hear hooves behind you. Sounds like a single rider just thundering up the path.
Okay, I'll just, without looking behind, I'll call in front to Hassan and say, Hassan, can you I think there's someone following us. You might be able to spot them a little bit better than me in this light.
Well, Hassan will sort of turn around, and can he actually see anything back there, or was it too dark?
You see a single rider with your perception. As it is, you see a single rider approaching, thundering down. He's very, very quick. He's trying to catch up to you.
I imagine at this point I've heard this. I don't think
Hassan will sort of turn to the others and say, have company. Single rider coming up behind.
Decimus will increase his light a bit so we can see the rider clearly.
Cool. You see it is one of... One second. Yeah. You see it's a member of the Forsaken Sons.
Well, Hassan will sort of just ready his crossbow anyway, just in case. And so lay it across his lap and wait until he gets within earshot.
Okay. He reins up in the midst of you. Says, sorry, I rode all day to catch up to you. He sits down and is on the haunches of his horse. And he doesn't get down. He just folds his arms on the back of the horse's neck. And he says, "Blind's holding barely. Guardian's taking command of the army, but I haven't seen him for hours before I left. He was part of the line that was massacred when Credoc's binding users unmasked themselves. He has a lot of them. We saw lots of them trailing off into the north following you, so I rode up here to warn you.
Joys. Nothing I love more than binding users.
Decimus is going to kind of reach out to see if he can sense them coming up behind.
You don't sense anyone behind you.
In front?
You sense a lot of people in front of you.
I'm just going to kind of turn it, like, slowly turn in front. I think we found them.
How many?
Or will shortly.
You can't pinpoint a number, David. More than 10, less than 100.
I'm just going to say a bunch.
Do you think you can handle them?
If you can sense them from here, David, they're not trying to hide from you. And yeah, so either they're really accentuating the amount of power that they have, or they're just like it's kind of like a lion. You know, a male lion just doesn't even look at you because he's not worried. You know, that's why. If you wonder why, by the way, just the way that our lion never looks at the camera. That's why, because they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
The females do, but the male lion doesn't. That's why it's called a pride, because he just doesn't give a shit. But yeah, it's a similar kind of thing here. You're thinking you're getting that kind of a vibe from what's going on.
I'm gonna look to Hassan and Saga. Well, alone, I don't think it would end well, but I have a feeling the two of you might be able to sneak around and help even the odds a bit. I know that you can hide. Looking inside, I know you can hide your presence from the binding, and I imagine you can as well. I'm kind of looking towards the sun.
Well, I can certainly try, but I'm not really versed into voodoo magic, so I can't guarantee anything.
No?
Personally, I think it's cheating.
Get close enough to take out what you can, and I'll try to provide a distraction from the front.
They're still quite a way away, so you need to mark to get there. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I mean, I like when we get close.
Yeah.
Just so that we're not, just all running at them in the front.
Mm-hmm.
I don't intend to give them too much more time to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. So.
I don't know how I feel about this. We don't know how many there are.
Either we face them, or we hope that if we can ride around them, and they don't ride us down while we're trying to face Kreta.
I think given that you've been able to sense them, I expect that they're able to sense you and Elise. So
I'm certain that's why they're waiting for us. So,
sorry, David, what was that?
I'm certain that's why they've camped. They're waiting in front of us.
I see. Well, I suppose riding around is an option then.
Well, Decimus, if we get closer, will you be able to have a better idea of how many there are?
I'll let you know as what I feel as we approach.
Okay, well, let's just take that step first, one step at a time.
And I'm gonna turn to the Forsaken Son. It's like, thank you for the warning. Although I don't know that you want to be part of what's coming up next.
He says, "No, I don't think I will. If Gaijin's dead, I guess it's up to me to lead. So I need to get back." And he salutes you all and turns in his horse. And he gives you he gives you like a look, like a, I don't know, like a sorry look. He didn't mean to blurt that out. He just needed to say it, so he gives you like a respectful.
Yeah. When he says that, I do take a second look. Like, wait, what? But I don't say anything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he thunders off again in the opposite direction.
Well, let's get started then. And I'm gonna start. I'm gonna mount up and start heading over. Or no, actually, just continue heading over. I don't think I ever dismounted.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
You know, like quickly, but still cautious enough that I can keep an eye on them ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't want to give them too much time to prepare, but you know, I don't want to kill myself doing something stupid.
Well, yeah, I can understand that.
I'm gonna stay a little bit behind Decimus, just so that so as not to give our intentions or our position away, or mess up Decimus's planning anyway. So I'll hang back a little bit, just keep him in eyesight, but yeah, follow behind.
Sounds good to me. So where is
I'm gonna move I'm gonna have Elise project the light from a bit. Actually, no, it doesn't really matter. They're sensing us behind them anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep feeling them out, see if I can get more information about what we're facing as we're coming.
I'm probably behind the binding users.
And I'm probably gonna be just in front of Darthus.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay. So as dawn approaches, you guys are coming underneath just a set of rock formations here, like a small hill, with a rock just bending over the top there. You're coming from this direction, like going this way.
Okay.
So draw yourselves on in a pattern wherever you would like to go.
Alright.
You know what this map reminds me of?
Mm-hmm.
A certain map where I got ballisted down a cliff.
Oh my god, I forgot that even happened.
I wonder whose fault that was.
Hey, you guys were supposed to keep them distracted, but somebody didn't get somebody didn't hear the explosions that signified he was supposed to charge. I wonder who that could have been.
I put myself in the wrong spot.
Didn't I literally... What? When was there... I'm sure there was like a ballista on a cart and we disabled it, and then I decided it was a good idea just to have a go. And
yeah, I think it did happen.
You murdered all of the prisoners.
Yeah, that was right. That was the same one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the same thing because we were doing an ambush, so the ambush was actually an ambush, and you were hanging back to lead a charge after I just rained down destruction upon them, except you didn't actually notice the signal, so you just kind of hung around as they turned the ballista on me, and I barely managed to escape. And by barely managed to escape, I mean I didn't die when the cliff collapsed around me.
I remember now. Okay. I think that looks like the right order, doesn't it? There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much where everyone's meant to be.
Yeah. Maybe we should have Elise on there too.
Did you wear Decimus right there? Yeah, they're the same token.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, march on. Go for it. March upwards.
Lead the way, Decimus.
I'm going to give Elise, just for the sake of, since I have my shiny new staff, and she just has a regular staff, I'm actually going to let her use my Sunglaive, my old super shiny staff from before.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which do you want me to send you the stats for that again?
No, it's fine.
Basically, it just adds a d20 to binding damage and d40 if it's crit. It's a crit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
yeah, she's
so what can I sense as far as those binding users?
Nothing at the moment.
Nothing?
No, but you get a sense, like, away in the distance, there is... do an intelligence check for me.
Ooh.
Okay. So, you get a sense that there is binding way off in the distance, but you also know there are advanced skills that let people project their binding talent to very far away, when actually they're much closer or further away than, they are.
Yeah, I'm gonna, what's the one I have? Damn. Should have got anything particularly useful for this. See, one of the abilities I took was the thing that restores mining points. But in order to restore binding points, I need to be surrounded by my primary element, which is water, which is exactly what we don't have here.
Well, there's. What
It
about this?
It would have been great out in the ocean. I could have restored the shit out of my binding points.
Go swim. Go swim, Decimus. Go swim.
Well, I'm full binding points now, but before we leave, I might just soak that up after people drink.
Or you're like a
All
camel
right,
now, you
I
like
think
still
we're
walk on your
going to-
back.
You know,
Yeah, pretty much. You're the
so
camel.
I'm gonna turn to Saya and Hassan and say, I believe they're somewhere nearby. This is about where I felt them coming before, I imagine, right? But it feels like they've moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess my good intelligence means they might not. I believe they might not have. So I'm gonna say I think they're disguising their location, but I think they're somewhere around here. I can't tell you how many there are. Just sneak around. I'll give you a minute to sneak around, see what you can spot, and then I guess we ride forward and string the trap.
Okay.
Okay. So for the sake of kind of speeding the sneak check up a little bit, can I just kind of trace a path and then make some general rolls?
Let's go. Yeah.
Okay.
Right,
fine.
so
Instead of
just-
like, moving here and rolling and then moving,
yeah,
I think
we're gonna basically just ride straight down the center.
Yeah. I was thinking that I would head around this way and then like up.
Okay. I'm gonna let
And
Sai do that
hoping-
first because she's much quicker and much more comfortable being unseen than you guys are. So Sai, go ahead, please. Yeah.
Okay.
We're also gonna ask Hassan to kind of go around this way.
Yeah, I was gonna head around the other way.
Wow, that is freaking
Okay.
out. Okay, hold on. Yeah, around up like this, and then so you can kind of get a vantage point on them. And start
Yeah.
spraying crossbow bolts to death.
Yeah, that was basically my plan. Maybe
Let me
sticking
delete
some of these cover items here and this triangle thing here.
Cool.
There you go.
And
Totally
Darthus,
natural
what are you
pyramid.
doing?
I'm gonna follow Decimus down the middle, I guess.
Okay. Move your tokens.
I shall.
All right, and we're moving.
Players, move your tokens.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop. And I'm gonna keep trying to detect them with the binding as I'm moving, so that I don't actually just literally run into them.
Okay. Saya,
Yeah.
roll a perception check for me.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So
Ooh, shiny.
these tracks, the others can't see the tracks. You can see the tracks.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I'll just keep circling around until I meet Decimus over here.
Okay. As soon as you get to here, you hear a rumbling noise, and a crate. Well, a what's the word?
Wagon.
Yeah, a wagon
Okay.
of sorts comes rolling down at a very high speed.
All right.
And it's smoking.
I'm going to. Or can I see that?
Not yet. No, because Saya's already waiting for it at the top. So Saya, put yourself there.
Great.
Here. Just here. Okay. So just as you're cursing yourself for not being cautious enough, this thing comes like hurtling down here. So you have to ask you to make a reflex save for me. Bear in mind, your health is persistent in this session.
Oh,
Is that good enough? My
That's
speed
good
is
enough.
10. Okay.
That's good enough. So dive backwards, and this thing goes smashing into here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do.
I hope that wasn't ale. Be very disappointed.
And then, hang on. Then there's smoke. Okay. So, you avoided damage, and everyone can see that. There is a burning wagon there now.
So I
And,
assume that something
also-
bad's gonna happen.
Whoops. Square assassin, I guess. Black Lotus assassins up here,
Of course there are.
ready to jump down. And there are binding users up here.
Great.
Okay. Fun.
Cool. The assassins have 20 initiative, and the binding users have 18 initiative.
Wow.
Well,
Yes.
Beats
No
me.
inter charisma on those guys.
I
So
I
'cause I'm
also
7.
have 20.
I'm 16.
I'm 17. So they beat me.
Well, they can't see you, Hassan. That's the thing.
That's what I'm happy about. I am happy about this.
Mhm.
Why I position myself behind that rock.
Yeah. Well, I imagine you're just walking over there, and you go, oh, and you see them disappear, and you go, oh, I guess I'll just bend down here.
I'll just duck
Just like
behind
that.
this convenient rock for a second.
Yeah. And then they just jump down here. Saya, do another perception roll for me. Okay, you can see that there is a. Have you ever played XCOM 2 or anything like that? Like just
Yeah.
mind control aliens. Well, that's what the binding users are doing to the assassins.
Oh.
So they don't jump down here. This one sees Hassan. Oops.
So how high up are these rock formations?
Oh, about 20 feet.
Okay. Let's see. God, I do not feel good about putting myself next to the binding users.
Well, yeah. I mean, no one did a perception check to see if they were there, so you know.
I thought
I would
that's
say
I thought that
I-
was my point of what I asked you. Like,
well, you didn't. You just said I'm gonna walk up there and keep a lookout.
and make
Like you,
yeah, I wanted to speed things up so I'm not like walking 2 feet and rolling perception.
Okay.
But
Well-
okay, that's fine.
Okay. Well, this is my fault then. Okay.
I didn't say that.
Okay. Fine. So I guess they're going first. Yeah. So this guy jumps around here. He's just gonna throw some throwing knives at us.
Can try.
he's definitely gonna.
Well, unless he rolls 1 to deflect it. Right, actually, no, they're just a firing attack. So yeah, you just take the thing. So what's your life ward save?
Reflex as well.
Oh, reflex, yeah.
So 3d6. I pass over.
Okay. Yeah, just like oh, it's like
Fucking
okay.
Leo.
All right.
These guys here are gonna these guys dive over here. He'll down over there. These guys will run forwards. These guys
Wow.
will run forwards. These guys will run forwards. And they will run forwards into Decimus and have 1 attack each because they run quite a way. And these guys will run to Sire and have one attack each because they run quite away. So the people attacking Sire. Their rolls.
All right.
Well, that's 2 passes, I guess.
Well, 21 goes through.
All right. Save time then, right?
But that's it. Yeah, it's AM3.
Do I get reflex?
Yes.
Okay, that passes.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, there we go.
So
300 against Decimus.
Alright, I'm gonna use my my feat to give me the combat. My binding is combat.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If they all pass.
Mm-hmm. You get an attack round as well.
Yep.
Okay. So I will roll 46. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
The Nightbinder is not happy with them.
No. So 1 dead. 2 dead.
The Nightbinder is angry.
Yes. Who's next? I believe it's the binding users or the Sire next?
I didn't get to go yet.
Saya.
Yeah, it's Sire next.
All right. So this might be dumb, and I'm hoping it's not. But I'm going to use my hurling blade to throw my offhand weapon at one of the binding users.
Okay.
Which means, like, so with that move, I throw my offhand weapon at a binding user. I bound over to retrieve it.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean I don't get my future attacks? Or...
Yes.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, this sucks. Yeah, I really can't do anything from where I am.
You can teleport,
I can't teleport, I can blink.
which is teleporting.
Like 2 feet away.
2 feet away? That was
Well, okay, it's a little more than that probably, but I can't teleport like you can teleport.
Well, yeah, but you also can't, fade into non-existence when you teleport.
Alright, so you said it's about 20 feet up?
Yeah.
Okay. Because these mages have to go.
Yeah, before they, just murder us down here.
I'm just trying to think of what the best thing would be.
There's a whole bunch of places offering free ice cream this weekend.
Maybe my weapon has something that helps. Okay, nope, because this isn't a sneak attack.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Alright, so if I run up there and start attacking, how many of my attacks do I still get? I have 5.
You probably get 2 of them left because you got to climb up a 20-foot.
Okay, 2. That's what I'll do then. I'm just gonna run up here and take out the first binding
Can you
user.
do
I
3
see.
reflex saves for me?
Yeah. Oh, do they have
Each of the
attacks of
guys.
opportunity?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Well,
Alright.
later,
Yeah,
maybe.
reflex.
One of those fails.
Okay, so you take 20 damage.
Are you fucking kidding me? I don't get an armor?
You get an armor save?
It's AM1 if you're running away from
Life
them.
ward?
Life ward, yeah, if you have a life ward. Go for
I
it.
do have life ward.
Okay,
Okay, I'm good. Ah!
cool.
That was close.
I would have had
Dodge
4
2,
health.
and the other one just slices your clothes a little bit.
Would have had 4 health left if that went
You
through.
have 4 health left? Why didn't you tell me? I could have healed you.
No, I would have had
Would
4
have.
health
you would
left.
have had. Okay.
Yeah, I have 24 total. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the first binding user I see.
Well, you put
So
yourself up
I'd
there
have just
first.
been unconscious.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't want to die. Okay.
Stabby stab.
So I've got 2 of these left. And then crits are instant death special rule though with my crescent moon.
Shining dagger. Or for the
So-
shiny new dagger.
Do I?
Yeah.
All right. How many D100s do I roll?
10.
5? Oh, 10. Okay.
Dead.
Okay.
so dead.
Dead. Okay.
Dead 3 times over. He probably would have died just from the damage anyways.
Think. Do.
I need to roll defense against that. 86. Only passes.
All right, and it also says all enemies at the GM's choosing must make an intelligence check within 15 feet of the blade. If it fails, they fall back.
Okay.
So,
Right,
I
so-
don't know.
So these 2 guys here just go, oh, that's a nice song. And then just like walk over here. Oh, that's a nice song. Very nice, yeah. And then just walk over there.
That's probably actually a disadvantage for me.
Yeah, you actually. It's like that
Actually-
armor from Fallout that gets angry if you start sneaking because it wants to be in combat. So it gives your position away. So it's like, hey, it's over here! You're like, oh, fuck! Like, shut up!
Oh my god.
Okay. So, the binding
Fair,
is his turn.
you weren't exactly sneaking when you ran up the hill.
No.
So, they're all going to cast Frost Pillars at you.
Yep.
So,
I think I'm dead.
in fact, I think. This guy is going to cast Frost Pillars at Decimus. This guy is going to cast Frost Pillars at you.
Is he now?
I'm way too hard.
This guy's going to
What's
cast.
possibilities, guys? What's going on?
And this guy's going to
Do
cast
they
Frost
get to
Pillars
act?
at.
Do they get to
Darkness.
act after her dagger thing?
Yeah, they do. They just fall back.
Shit?
Yeah, they just fall back. It doesn't say anything about not doing anything of evil, so. So, 2 Frost Pillars against Saya. Both passed, and 1 Frost Pillar against Decimus. Passed, and 1 Frost Pillar against Darkness. Fails.
Oh,
So, he's just disappointed.
I
No.
want to be cooler. What's going on?
Oh, he's like, Frost Killer, come on, man, it's so hot here. He's out.
Yeah.
Might just have to-
So, Saya, do 2 saves, 2 life ward saves, please.
Okay.
The AN on that is really low on Frost Pillars. It's AN
Oh,
4.
that is the wrong roll. Oops.
Oh, so do you? Oh yeah, do normal armor save then.
Yeah, it's AN
Two.
4 on those.
Okay.
And they're not particularly piercing.
Shit. Okay.
So 1 goes through.
Yeah.
Well, you've got a reflex save first, so those would have been your reflex saves.
Do I get reflex save against spells?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
People can dodge masters.
all right. So
When they don't
one
explode.
more for the life ward then, or the armor save, whatever. Okay. Fuck me.
I tried.
So now you need to make a save to not get frozen.
Yeah.
I might be. I don't know how much damage this does. I might be dead. Okay. What do I
No, you-
roll for my frozen save? Is that another D6?
D6.
That
You'll be
is-
through.
you are currently frozen.
How much damage does Frost Pillars do?
It starts out to 10 damage per pillar, and it depends on what their binding is, how many pillars they get.
Okay. The bindings.
2, best
8.
binding 6, so they get 3 pillars.
Okay, so it's 30 damage. Would you be on? I think that you would be unconscious now. I'm guessing.
I'm beyond unconscious.
Yeah, I know. But you already have. How much HP do you have?
24.
So you're -6. So you're unconscious. But yeah, -6.
Yeah, it's -10 for dead.
Yeah, we have 4 rounds to save Sire, ladies and gentlemen.
Break her out of the shoe. The ice will fall apart after 2. and she'll just be laying on the ground.
Okay. Yeah. No one's going to attack you, so you're fine. Okay, so Frost Pillars against David, against Decimus.
So
Already been done.
I'm gonna roll to dodge. It's just the one
Mm-hmm.
person casting.
Mhm.
No, that is not what I was supposed to roll. 1d6 to dodge. I think I need a 4 plus at 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. Armor save. Where is my armor save? I don't remember where my armor save is. Here it is. Yeah, okay. It's a 3 plus either way.
Okay, you saved it. Cool. And
Aww.
is you're annoyed. The party's turn.
So it's my no, it's Hassan before me.
Is this the first combat? I think this is the very first combat in the campaign where Saga hasn't done very much. Like in every other combat, I swear she's like torn down like 4 or 5 dudes.
Yeah.
It's like the last session.
This is the first campaign. This is the first combat she's been incapacitated in.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
No, it's the second. Do you remember when what's his name got assassinated, and all those assassins came out and yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was
Those
unpleasant.
assassins. Man.
That was just after you won the tournament, though. To be fair.
Yeah.
So you were already in your last legs, pretty much. So yeah, who's next?
Me. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna shoot that fool in front of me.
Okay.
Shoot that fool. Oh, okay.
It says that I get basically if I roll below a 20, it's an instant death attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah.
also get a minus 30 buff to my hit roll. So is that minus 20
No,
on the
you
dice?
have to roll minus 20. You had 20 or minus.
Under 20.
You can't
yeah,
just
okay,
choose.
yeah, yeah,
I shall now do a instant death attack again.
People shall die.
So,
Yeah.
Always.
so I'll take one shot against him. Start out with my first action.
Okay.
Which is
Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh dear. Okay.
So AN2.
Yeah. I'll roll my life forward. I fail it. So how much damage does he do?
60.
Yeah. Goodbye.
I know, sorry. 120. Sorry.
Yeah. Goodbye. Goodbye.
He just explodes into
You
a
are
red
the weakest
mist.
link. You are the weakest link.
Just
There you go.
Okay. So my next shot will be against the binding users over here. So him first.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take my next shot, which is still a hit.
What AN is it?
It's probably
2.
dead.
Okay. No, it's fine. He's good. He
Okay.
makes his life. Also.
So I'll take my third. I'll make my third shot against him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Another life ward save. How much damage is that?
That's 60 damage.
Goodbye.
And then
Yeah, they can't have 60 health, no matter how much they try.
it's 2 attacks.
Not
per
even
hit,
a
isn't it?
little.
Yes.
And then how many do you get per speed after 8? Is it every 1 speed?
I think you get you get 1 speed after every single one after 8.
Yeah, so I should have. So that was 3. So I should have.
Yeah, so you have another 1.
Yeah, so I have another one for speed 10. So I'll make my last one against this binding user here.
Okay. Okay.
That's a hit. Would have been under 20.
Oh, dear. Goodbye. And there we go.
Alright, that is my turn.
4 shots, 3 kills. Not bad.
Not
That's,
bad at
I'm
all.
happy with that efficiency rate.
Yeah, I think you've just inadvertently saved Simon's life then.
I think the mages are going to have a new target. So now it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
So I've still got this guy in front of me. So I'm going to cast Combustion on him.
Okay.
That would suck in the desert. I mean, it'd suck anytime,
Yeah.
but
So he bursts into flame. It ignores dag rolls, and it can and even if he has a successful armor and life ward save, depending on what he's wearing, his armor may actually catch on fire.
Okay.
So we'll see. That is a pass.
What do I do?
So he can still do an armor life ward save. It's AN3.
He fails it.
So he takes 30 damage, is now on fire, and depending on how flammable his gear is, that's up that's up to you. His armor may also be burning apart with him inside of it.
Yeah, robes and armor. So yeah, I'd say he's on fire.
So he's very much on fire. So I'm not particularly worried about him, doing much to me because he's now burning alive in his armor.
Yeah, he's like, oh!
So I'm going to do a challenge jump to get
This
up.
is the worst.
It really is just the worst.
It's too hot outside, and it's hot in my skin. Okay.
I mean, is he a fire mage though? Is he just like, man, I love this.
No.
He's just an assassin.
He's not a mage at all.
The mage is
Oh,
on
you're
fire.
attacking the assassin. Ah, I see. Sorry.
So I'm gonna do binding jump to get up to here.
Okay.
And that passes.
And the assassin goes, and now he's just jumping away. What is this?
So I have
Come back.
So they're going to use frost pillars on me, which is just rude. So I'm going to use. It's a nice thought, but I'm not particularly amused by them right now. So I'm going to use. Let's see, how far away is Saga? Not 50 feet. Damn it. You know what? I'm just going to. God, what am I going to do to them?
Shoot them
So
with
many
magic.
choices.
Shoot
There's
them
so
with
many
magic,
choices.
David.
You don't understand. Like,
We played this game before.
Use
We understand.
poison egg, David.
Poison egg.
yeah, that's definitely what I'm not.
It would
Other
cook. It would
eggs.
cook, Tom.
So I'm going to use Raijin's charge. So it's basically like a, it's a straight line AOE, so I don't have to worry about hitting. So that's the main reason for I'm going to use that one. And so, oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Well, I guess you're rolling on the little table there.
Yes, and it's a tier 5 spell.
Oh dear.
It's not a tier
Oh,
6
dear.
spell, luckily. But it is a tier 5 spell, so there is a possibility of something bad happening.
Well, I'm 45 feet away, so I fancy my chances.
Now, I remember in this rule set, I can't blow anyone up.
No.
Except yourself, right?
And I can only do that on an 8, which I can only do on a tier 6 spell.
Okay, but you don't have
Oh,
time.
motherfucking really?
And that's the sound of a man being fucked in the ass by his own rules, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so technically the binding backlash table is your rules. So this is just your last little hit on me. So okay, my binding pool is I gotta check how much I have left. 4 minus 2 minus 5. So I'm down to 9. Okay, this is not gonna be good, guys. So roll a dice equivalent to the amount of binding pool I have left, which is 9.
Mm-hmm.
6. Okay. Double the result. I'm dealt this much damage, no saving throw of any kind allowed, and remove all points from my binding pool. So I take 12 damage and have no binding points left.
Fucking Jesus. And you gotta rest like 6 hours to get your binding back, haven't you?
Yes.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna get some points from soaking up that water, and I'll get some points from I just have an ability that lets me do it, but I can't use it until I have a full round.
Maybe you picked a hell of a session to do this, man. Like,
Yeah.
you've been fine for weeks.
No, this is gonna be the 3rd time I've lost my binding pool to crits.
That's true.
I mean, does the spell still go off, by the way?
Yeah, does it
Yes,
still go off?
the spell still goes off, and it is still a crit,
Okay.
which means
So-
they are very, very dead.
Roll 2d6. 6 is needed.
Thank
The
God.
opposite of 6 happened. Goodbye.
Yeah, they take 90 damage.
Yes.
Yes. You know, are they wearing metal armor?
They were not. No, they were wearing robes.
Oh, because then they would have taken 135 damage. Because the electric spells, you have a chance of electrocuting yourself if you're somewhere metal. But they also mean metal people take extra damage and can't dodge, which I probably will scale down for Minerva since everyone's in metal. But
Yeah, maybe not.
So, Darthis.
So there were people, and the only person left is someone who's just been set on fire and is moaning about the person who set him on fire having left. So
Yeah.
I'm feeling a bit sorry for this guy. So I'm probably just going to ride. I'm going to charge past him, and sort of lean over across my horse and do an upward uppercut just to put him out of his misery.
With
I'm also
sword.
Yes, with Daybringer.
oh, that's just rude.
Okay, so roll an attack or roll, whatever.
I'll roll one attack.
Yeah. He's like, it hurts, and you stab him with Daybringer. He's like, the sword's on fire. He's just, he just sinks to his knees like, ow. He just looks as you ride off, and he just shakes his hand. He's like, "Fucking unnecessary! Came in for an honourable fight. You just set me on fire. Where are you going?" And he's there on his own, just like he can't see anyone else. Everyone's just rode off. He's just like, he just sees Hassan's head just pop up from the parapet on the right hand side. He goes, "And who's this guy?" Just got no idea who he is. He's like, So and then he dies. So.
Okay, good. Well, that's
thinking you keep burning for a while yet.
But he's dead now. He might burn, David. I mean, you can watch him burn if you want to.
Darthis, roll a speed check for me.
Roll a speed check for you. This is.
Good luck.
It's actually right.
Oh, you passed. Oh.
He passed the speed check, guys.
What is going on?
So you go around the fire. Around the fire.
Around the fire. Ooh.
Instead of into the fire.
Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I came to see where Syra had gone.
She's not there anymore.
You can't see me at all. I'm on top of that thing, just
no, which is unfortunate.
unconscious.
But... Oh well. Okay, so that's me done. I think.
Well, it's good because now they're not going to climb up to murder you.
Well, no, you're on a horse. You still get your 2 actions left.
Oh, okay.
The horse isn't, unless the horse was using Daybringer, which would be kind of funny. But
I mean, it could do. I'll probably finish riding and then have. Oh, actually, I charged, so I'll get an extra D6 attacks for that. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. Oh well. And then make some rolls, I guess. Yeah, they're all hits with Daybringer.
I will.
10, 2. I think.
Try and reply. One of them goes through there, so roll d6. 6 is needed. No, 1 is dead.
Okay.
Yay.
So yeah, tying them up for you. Even though I can't see you, but it's fine. There are people. We're dealing with them slowly. Okay. That's me. So I guess, can Saya try and break free? Is that a thing?
Well, I'm unconscious.
she's unconscious.
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
So the assassins will go next. Since
Yeah, you're unconscious, aren't you?
By the way, did Elise do any actions?
No, but she can do on your turn in a minute.
Okay.
So, assassins will attack Darthis here
Okay.
with 6 attacks, 3 each. There you go.
I have 2 attacks. Oh, no. Oh, I don't have 3 attacks. But they're not good. So,
Reroll.
I don't know if you get defensive rerolls.
You do.
You get. You
You have Aegis, don't you?
Oh,
You have defensive Aegis as well.
Oh, I have Aegis too. Fuck me. I forgot about that.
See, you keep telling me to do that.
I
So,
do,
you're
actually.
mine today. It's in the gutter.
Mate, honestly. Right, okay. I'll reroll one of them because I think I can reroll one.
Shut up.
Oh my god. Okay. Fine. Let's just have this done with, right? Just
Okay. Roll your 3 saves.
roll the reflex
D6?
that you have. You just have to roll a 7 on a d6.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that's alright.
Holy shit.
That's fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
We'll sit there, and my horse is maneuvering me well. So
Yeah. So who's
So-
next? It's Sam next.
Yes. So, I can't. Can I see either of those two guys behind the wagon?
Yes. I mean, they will get one of them will get a cover save because he's behind the wagon. You find through the fire.
Yeah. So I guess I'll just fire on the guy that I can more clearly see, which I assume is the guy at the back.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll fire a shot.
Bullets
at him.
coming from nowhere.
Pretty much.
Try not to miss.
I did not miss.
Okay. So this guy will now do a.
thank you, Sam, for not missing.
Yes, he is. He's dead.
And then I guess I'll just unload two more shots into the other
Try
guy. see if
not
I hit
to miss.
not miss.
Damn.
So I actually remembered that it's actually ×4 crit damage.
Yeah.
So that's
2 6s needed.
And instant death one there as well.
Nope.
Oh,
yeah,
well.
so that's 240.
He's also dead.
Instant death. Yeah.
All right.
And the combat is over.
I have a question. How
Yes.
often can you use Aegis?
Once.
Is it once per?
Once
per
per
combat?
round.
Oh, per round.
No, once per round.
Can I like? We can say I still went unconscious, but can I roll it just to see if I have health?
We have lots of health potions.
You're about to be held. You're about to be healed by Decimus. So.
Okay.
Oh no, you're about to be healed by Elise because I need to restore my binding.
Okay. So you roll for release, David. I was expecting a crit there.
To be fair, you can't have anything bad happen to you on a crit heal because all
No.
heals are low tier. So
So yeah, roll. See what happens to Taya once you've healed her.
What?
Like, how much health she gets back.
Let me find the heal spells because I've got them on mine.
Does she have to be thawed first, or are we just sort of?
Well, I'm already thawed. It's 2 rounds.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking hot here, dude. It's like 55 degrees now.
Yeah, unless you're maintaining it, then it's not gonna last long.
Oh, I see.
So,
Okay.
where's the heal? The good. I imagine she's got the good heal spell because she's a healer.
Mhm.
She's helpful. So she's got probably focused healing. So that heals 40.
40? Okay, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. And that one actually, restores 40. So you're very healed. Very,
Yeah,
very.
fine. So yeah, you're cool.
Okay.
You're good to go. So,
I'm gonna try to restore some of my binding
Decimus,
pool.
you stagger and go down to one knee, and Alice puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "I've never tried this before, but I could try and transfer some of my binding energy to you."
God.
Let's see. Hey. Well, first I'm gonna hold for a moment and see what I can restore with my own abilities.
Okay.
So we might need her to be able to cast.
You're just gonna hold your finger up to Elise and just sit there in
I'll say,
meditation for a minute.
I'm gonna say, let's hold off on that moment. I might need you to be ready to fight as well.
Mhm.
And so I'm gonna use my little weak one first of all to heal 5. That's something. And then after everybody's kind of refreshed themselves, gotten something to drink at the pool, I'm gonna use. I have an ability that lets me basically anything with my primary element, I can heal some of my binding pool from it, depending on how large and how pure the water is or the ice.
That's not a lot, and it's sandy shit. But you can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna evaporate the water, so I want everyone to get something to drink, and before I do that.
They're not going to want to drink that. Trust me.
Okay, then I'm just going to do that. It's not a roll. I just basically go touch the water and just absorb the binding energy from the water and it disappears. Poof.
Okay. How much do you get back?
That's up to you. It depends on how large and pure. I didn't really.
Let's roll a d6. See how many points you get back. 2.
All right, so then I might try to get some from over 7 points. It's not going to get me all that far. Like I'm
Okay.
doing a little bit better, but
So she offers to do basically give you all of your points back, which going to mean she's weakened going forward. That's all she can do. She doesn't have the skill to siphon it off. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I get you. So, all right, then I'm more of the combat heavy, and I'll just from that point I'll just tell her be careful, hang back, and when we get into the fight, stay safe.
Yep. So you have all your binding pool back.
All right.
So what you guys want to do before you head out?
I might check the bodies of the Black Lotus assassins, see if they have any notes which are orders or such on their person.
The assassins don't know.
Okay,
So-
well I'll check the
And the binding users.
The binding users have coordinates for where you're believed to be, heading from the battle. Basically says that if they kill you, then everyone at the battle is expendable, so just let them fight it out.
Yeah. So Decimus, do you still sense anyone else?
Let's find out. I'm going to concentrate a little bit more. I'm going to actually do a binding check to see what I can feel, instead of just my passive perception. Since there's quite a bit of that. That's fine.
You don't sense anyone else immediately, but you sense a huge presence coming from the north. Where you're heading, basically.
I don't sense anything between us and our destination.
Encouraging. Also, Dean, on the sly, did any of the people I check happen to have any obvious coin purses on them?
No.
The last session, son.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sign is a
a
sign.
man's gonna do what a man's gotta do.
Man's got to do what a man's got to do.
I've got a
man's
mouth to
gotta
feed.
do
My own.
what a man's gotta
Man's
do.
gotta
All right. Anyway.
I am up on that rock, just stoically staring into the distance while that plays,
Um,
No.
so
and also being slightly pensive because there was no money on those people.
I'm gonna also say to Decimus after he tells me he just senses that big presence from the north. I'm gonna say, so when we first ran into them, I could tell it looked like the binding users had some sort of control over the assassins.
I'm gonna kind of narrow my eyes, and I don't know that if Decimus noticed anything like that, or Decimus didn't notice anything like that, but I don't know if he'd be able to look for any residual energy, see if we can confirm that. Team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, you cut out.
Oh, sorry. He's going to see if he can confirm that with by trying to read the residual binding energy.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. I would say you do.
Okay.
Yeah, they definitely had a connection. They were being controlled.
Yeah. I'm going to try to see if I can figure out the nature of it, of the connection, whether it was to strengthen them or to just force them to do their will, or what it was. So I guess that'd be intelligence. That just fails, I think. My intelligence is 5.
Yeah, you just know they're being controlled.
Okay. I'm trying to say, I've not seen this magic before, but they were definitely being controlled somehow.
That's why I went for the binding users first. It didn't go well. But did you notice any, what happened afterwards?
I I'm gonna turn to Darthus, who's the last one to fight them. Did you notice anything different? Or Aslan as well?
Like, I don't even know if you destroyed the binding users first because I was gone. So I have no idea what happened.
I mean, they were just as potent as they always were, but I mean, I don't think I necessarily noticed anything especially different about them. Sam, did you?
Well, I can't say I really did.
Maybe not something that was was apparent to the naked eye, but perhaps something you can sense through the binding.
I see how you moved into the shade, Darthus.
I've taken the horses to the shade. I'm just chilling there. It's great.
I'm
not
gonna see if
happy
we
with
notice.
this one.
I'm gonna see if we notice anything else. But in any case, I'll look for this in the future. But in any case, we need to be on our move. We need to start moving.
Agreed.
Very well.
Cool.
Go ahead.
So you guys move on, and eventually, once you're a bit away, you call for a halt, and just to chill for a bit in a midday heat, in a bit of shade. So we'll leave it there for 5 minutes, and we'll take a quick break, and you'll get something to drink, and then when we come back, we'll be coming back.
Cool.
Yeah. I think the interlude song for the break will be what David posted.
Ignore the first thing. Just take the second one.
What did you post,
Oh,
David?
the second one? Okay.
I mean, they
What
both
is
should do
this?
the same thing, but it's kind of wonky.
Is
Alright.
that Neil Patrick Harris? It is, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is.
Yeah.
It
You
gets
haven't-
better.
Have you seen Dr. Horrible, Dan?
No, I haven't actually.
I could have sworn I showed it at least once while we were
You
starting.
should definitely
It's fantastic.
fix that.
Is it? Oh no. Oh, I might have done actually.
Yeah. It's pretty great. But, yeah.
There's a better quality version of them.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, you can actually find the whole thing on YouTube, I think, if you haven't seen it.
It was originally uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah.
Is that Nathan Fillion?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it is. You guys
Oh my
have
God,
to watch
okay.
the movie.
Yeah, it's great. It used to be on Netflix, too, at one point.
Yeah, they took it off. But it was basically the writer's strike happened, and they said, fuck it, we can do our own thing. And then they did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great.
Joss Whedon. Yeah.
And the soundtrack is great, and yeah, I love it.
I mean, Neil Patrick Harris singing, like, got me something.
Yeah. Anyway.
I do love Neil Patrick Harris, to be fair. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Want to know more?
Yeah, I do. God, those films.
Desire to know more intensifies.
Honestly.
Porn.
What did they make?
And that's Felicia Day is the other the female.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was Felicia Day.
Here, that's the full movie. For later.
For
For later. Tonight.
Yeah, they released it on like a week-by-week thing during the writer's strike, just to say we could make something without you guys.
And you're watching it now. I can hear it, by the way.
I can also
Oh,
hear.
sorry.
I just hear Neil Patrick Harris.
It's just he's doing whatever he wants to do.
It's so good.
Yeah. All right, I'll be right back.
Cool. I feel like before we left that place, I would have dragged that guy's body and put him in the pond, just so that he didn't. He never felt heat
The
again.
pond's gone.
You drained the whole pond.
Yes.
For fuck's sake, David. You can't even
He's
leave
also-
water around properly, can you?
He's also probably a pile of ash at this point.
That's true. That's true.
You
You are
scary
literally
ash
a camel.
with four
You are
wings.
literally a camel, as Tom said. I'm just saying. It's so true. You just got some finer robes.
Hey,
Literally the
you
only
know what?
difference.
I finally have. I like they used frost pillars on me, so I'm gonna use fire on them.
It's true, they kind of gave away their allegiance there. The elemental allegiance. It's like, aha,
Yeah.
fire beats water.
I mean, I could have used. I could use something else, but this was entertaining. And to be fair, he was. No, I don't have a whole lot of single target spells.
So you're gonna love Gormal Craddock then, and our epic battle with him.
Oh, I just have big ass damage spells. The problem is, as long as you guys are standing somewhat near me, I can use my big ass damage spells. But if you're not, if we're all scattered around, then I'm just gonna be killing all of you at the same time.
I am back. If anyone wants to start.
Yeah. Sam just wanted step back for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Time is the...
Alright, I have returned.
Hello.
You?
Everyone back?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you may camp in shelter for the day. You're nearly there. It seems like you're nearly there, but you're the two binding users are now visibly ill. But since Alice has given most of her power over to Decimus, she seems a lot brighter and a lot better at the moment.
Doing a little bit worse.
Yeah, I mean the exhaustion takes you over because you've not slept in 2 days now, almost. You've been riding and running and fighting, and in a battle now, riding and running and fighting again. So
Since I had a little nap earlier, I'll take first watch.
yeah,
It's a nice way of putting it, so.
A little bit of a dirt nap.
like you don't think the battle behind you will be over, the main battle, but behind you guys, a terrible sandstorm has picked up and blocks you from turning back. It stretches far away into the distance, and it's about a mile away. It's roaring and massive, but it doesn't seem to be coming towards you.
Oh, that's convenient.
Is it still purple?
Yes.
Colour? Still purple, okay.
So I'm pretty sure I can make it to the sandstorm, guys. See you later. I'm just kidding.
I mean, Hassan sort of looks back a little lamentingly. He's like, well, I would kind of like an escape route, maybe.
All or nothing.
For you, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Knock
Yeah,
yourself
I feel
out.
like All or Nothing really isn't Hassan's style.
No, it's just not entirely Hassan's style. No.
It's all
He
about
prefers
the,
the
as much,
living. He prefers
Hassan's
the living.
vanish is
Like,
Hassan's style.
yeah. He prefers the living part of life.
Yeah.
So,
that makes sense. I guess.
yeah, he's gonna try and get what sleep he can for the battle.
Cool. Darthus,
Yes.
you are sitting down
Mm-hmm.
in the shade next to the horses, watering them, and
Okay.
Dawnbringer is on the floor by your side. just leading. A light is emanating from Dawnbringer itself in front of you.
Okay. Is it like a brilliant white light or?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean that's a bit odd to start off with. I might I might just pick it up and lay it across my lap.
Cool. As soon as you go to pick up, a visage bursts through the light projected of a warrior in gold with flowing hair and like high cheekbones and it looks like he's got Dawnbringer sheathed across his back, and he just looks very imperious.
Okay. Is he doing anything particular?
No, he's just looking at you, and he just like he sighs and then walks over and sits down next to you.
Well, this is a welcome meeting. I don't know whether it's due to circumstance or whether you're here to offer some aid.
He says, "I've been helping you ever since you came to my tomb, or did you not realize?"
I noticed. I just mean that we could use some help right about now.
He says, "Well, I'm a bit beyond the living in this moment." And he looks around and he says, "About 400 years beyond the living, actually."
You're looking quite well for your age.
Thank you. And he looks at you like he's actually flattered by that. But this guy this guy was a diplomat supreme, so he might just be letting you think that he's flustered. But he's like, yeah, thank you. He says, I actually have some news.
Oh? Do you know anything about what's ahead of us at all?
No.
I see. Well, what can you tell me then?
I don't know how to put this. Every member of our family I'm connected to somehow. I feel their pains, I feel their hopes, I feel everything. Especially since being freed from the tomb. I have some news. It seems... Now, I only see these in visions, by the way. The only thing I know for certain is that Logan has perished.
I see.
And he has been dead for several months now.
Several months? I feel like...
I attempted to make sure of my findings before bringing them to you.
Do you know how he died?
Well, the only vision I have is of him being chased down by a snarling wolf and then killed. That's the only vision that comes to my mind.
I see. Well, that might mean something to me. But thank you for telling me anyway. I don't know how I would have found out had you not told me.
He says one thing, well, two things actually. I gave Dawnbringer to you when I first had an inkling that Logan had met his end, so that you could wear it as a badge of office, so to speak. What you've shown me here in the East reminds me of me, and I like me. And he nods. He says, listen, your place isn't here. I know they voted you to lead. They voted you in to lead them, but it may be time to take the Obsidian Wolves back west. And he looks at you and says, but you'll need a new name. I don't know if anyone told you what Darthus actually means in ancient Valmethian.
No, never. It was just a name that was given to me, and in all honesty, I spent most of my time with Logan in the palace. I never really had that much interaction with my parents.
Well, modern Valmethian doesn't seem to have much in common with what I speak. Your name's supposed to mean he who tames horses. It actually means he who herds goats.
Well, I suppose that's more apt than the former meaning, actually. Considering my party's impression, anyway. I've never really felt fully at home here. And whether the others want to join me, the Obsidian Wolves even, are heading back west. But I think I might have to at some point soon. I was thinking of doing so anyway, but now with this news, I feel like I must.
He sighs and says, "Did you know I had a son before my actual heir?"
No, I have to be honest. I don't know very much about your life. It's shrouded
we'll
in
have
mystery.
ample time to discuss these things. Just don't let anyone know that you talk to me. We don't need you being ostracized as a madman.
I think we're at danger of that anyway. But yeah, let's not stoke the fire.
He says, yes, Asterion, we called him. And he just looks down to the floor. I had him by a princess of Gensen, illegitimate. So he didn't survive for too long. Just was born. Well, the healer said he was born with half a heart, but I don't know. Asterion means reborn in the east. He puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Something to think about, don't you think?" When choosing a name, and he nods and says, "Anyway, I wish you good luck in the battles to come." And he nods and stands up.
Thank you, and you'll stay with me through them.
He says, "I'll do my best." And he walks off, and he disappears as he walks off. If you want to know how to spell the name, it's... That's actually what it means in Greek. It actually means he who's reborn, or he who conquers the East, or he who was reborn in the East.
Oh. Interesting. Well, I think Darthus would just give a heavy sigh as the vision kind of faded, and I guess he's always felt the connection with Sarpedon there, but not anything that's kind of all that active until the whole like dragon incident happened.
So,
but yeah, I guess he wouldn't. I mean, obviously he's pretty distraught about Logan having perished, and the fact that he's been dead for a relatively long time without his knowing. So he just kind of try and not make a big fuss out of it, and maybe move away from the group a little bit, just to keep to himself and try and get as much sleep as he can. I guess it would be much more troubled now.
Yeah, but it's near midday, so it's trouble anyway. But
yeah, but at least he knows Sarpedon's there. I think he's taking comfort in that.
Yeah, Sarpedon's there. Sorry, Sam, you're trying to say something?
Sorry. Well, yeah, my first question was actually going to be how Darthus feels about Logan, but he already answered that. I was just curious. The other thing I want to know, when he received that letter from Resin last session, was that before Logan had died? Or after?
Must have been after.
Because if it's been months...
and the whole being chased down by a wolf is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking it just a little.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't think.
If Resin ended up killing Logan, it's probably because he probably tried to walk up to a fucking castle and tell it to leave. But Logan's.
Or
I know it worked with the bandits. But no.
The wolf doesn't necessarily represent Resin either. It could represent someone from the Obsidian Wolves, or even something else. We don't really know.
Or that dragon that we released from the wolf statue. I mean, oh no, we killed that one.
Killed that one.
Oh,
We mounted its skull on our wall, if you remember.
Got the T-shirt, all right, and the skull. That's true. And the skull. We have. But yeah, it could have been elsewhere, I guess. But I feel like we would have heard about a massive.
I just think it's interesting.
I don't remember if we killed the sea serpent dragon or the dragon that was released from the statue, or the dragon that was released from up north. I think there was 3.
I just feel like it might be a bit more subtle than a dragon, if it was anything.
I just think it's interesting that Resin would send you a letter saying that he's worried about Logan and all that when he's
Yeah.
already dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, it takes a long time for the letters to reach.
That's also true. I don't know.
But suspicious anyway. It's interesting. But yeah, I guess it would be a difficult day of sleep ahead for him. So, he'd probably take second watch after you, Sire. So I guess
Okay.
if anything
Maybe
happens,
maybe that happened on your watch. Like maybe I was already
Yeah.
asleep. Otherwise I'd be like, what are you doing talking to yourself?
yeah, that's true. No, but you were just like you thought I'd eaten some more mushrooms, or I'm just being myself, to be honest. So.
Oh, I need everyone's health.
60 for me.
Okay.
Damn. Mine is
What
24.
I'm here for. What I do.
I want to talk about how much health they have.
Decimus, you gonna go?
Sire's 24.
Health?
What's Decimus?
Vitality? Decimus is
8.
18.
What's to say?
8. Not too much better. You know, it doesn't really matter. It's one hit.
And Hassan is
As well. Decimus and Hassan, 18 crew.
Why? Why are you still at 18? You can actually take more points.
No, I'm level 10, just like you, my friend. So.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed to take more than 3.
Yeah, but I had to make my range combat and speed 10, and then my perception 7, so didn't really leave much else after that.
Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it?
okay. So are you guys ready to head out?
I think so, unless something untoward happens during the day.
No.
Okay.
Well, the sandstorm behind you staying where it is, the storm in front of you, where you're going, is drawing closer. And the wind's actually starting to whip up now, and there is no moisture in the air. Like, it literally, there's nothing, it's just dry.
Just keep in mind, I think I gave everyone potions before. That
Yeah,
restores.
I've aimed those all session. I got 5. If anyone.
Yeah. 10
Yeah,
points each.
I've got 3, and I
Okay.
think I've got 1 calming mix left.
Okay.
So the potions, just what do they restore? They restore all health. or...
10 vitality points.
Yeah. Have you got any? Hassan?
I've got 2.
Okay.
The one that Saya gave me.
That's fine.
I have 3.
That's fine. We're all kids at that one. I mean, not
So-
to say that you won't be around Decimus, but just in case.
Remember, I can't blow you up in this particular one.
That's true. Sorry, Dean, you were saying.
Yeah, after traveling on for quite some time, you guys come to a massive temple. But it looks like it's been exploded from the inside out. And the storm is actually raging overhead. You're in it now. Like, you're literally in it. And you've been striding through the storm for hours, being lashed by lightning and all sorts of binding energies. Not a very pleasant journey, to say the least. But no combat happens, so... I want to show you a picture of what's going on. Not that you can see it, but what's going on at the back on the coast. Yeah, the battle is still raging on.
Ugh,
What is this guy doing?
that doesn't look good.
Honestly, love it. It does not look
Hey,
good, though.
he doesn't have a face. It looks like there's more than one.
Yeah.
Very terrifying.
Yeah.
Mm.
That is Gaijin doing his thing. Well, attempting to do his thing.
Preferably with a face, though.
Well, this is Gaijin.
This guy's
We
in here.
can't, we can't all be decided.
Wait, which one's Gaijin?
This one here.
The one with the arrow in him.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, yeah. The one with the arrow in here. Yeah.
But he has a face. That's what's important, guys.
He's pretty boss. It's
I
fine.
mean, how do you know you can't see his face?
I mean, you can see skin, so it's not a skull.
He could be faceless.
Ah,
in
there's
this.
a dead horse.
Yeah, that's not very fun.
That horse is not having a good day.
It's just sleeping, Sam. Don't worry.
It's just
Also, it might be on fire.
Yeah,
with the fire coming out of it.
the two
fire coming
the
out,
two
yeah.
arrows help it to.
Yeah.
It's acupuncture. Acupuncture.
Yeah, that's very popular with horses these days.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's all the rage.
If you want to maintain peak health, you know.
Oh god. Well, this
Cool.
isn't very well.
Oh,
Here we
it's all
go.
gone black.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Uh-oh.
World ended. We fucked up.
GG.
Didn't make it.
GG.
Place yourselves anywhere here, please.
Okay.
Oh no, I mean with that.
I'm actually going to change the music.
Where did I even go?
Darkness. What are you doing?
Haze into the rock. Yeah.
Darkness, what are you doing?
Just having some fun
Darkness, no.
on the horse.
Darkness. Get back on the path.
That's boring though, Decimus. Come on.
What's
Alright,
Darthus
keep doing
doing?
this.
I don't even see him.
I see him.
Like I see
I'm
him
next
Down
next.
to the right.
Yeah, he's been
was
next
there
to me,
before.
right?
Into the rock, but
He was
Oh.
not there before.
yeah, he was over here.
Oh.
Oh, wow, I was over there.
That's where I
No,
saw
just
him the
ran
whole
off
time.
that.
Oh, is this the music?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just finished the game, so. Mm-hmm.
Hearing any of the music.
Okay, so it's what we can see.
That's a penis.
No, I was going to say that's boobies.
It's a pair of boobs. That's a pair of boobs.
That's a pair of breasts. Just saying it.
Just Tom saying that like swirling his cognac around in front of a fire.
Those
That is
boobs.
a pair of breasts.
That,
Nice
my
pair.
friend, is a pair of breasts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Quite.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Actually,
Look at the blur.
What's happening here?
I think I might make
Ah,
Carl
bless
start
it,
speaking
please.
like that.
Yeah, do that. You could make Monty speak like that if you wanted.
That's true.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Someone's trying to get a handle on this breast.
Yep.
That's true.
That was my first thought too.
Yeah, yeah. It's oh god. Okay. For God's sake.
They're everywhere.
Dean, you made this map.
Yes.
You created this map.
It's
I
like
found
it's like
lots of
when that
breasts.
episode of South Park when Kenny starts cheesing. No one? Okay.
Anyway,
Sorry.
I
wish. I wish.
I'm the only one who got the jokes. Let's just move on.
neither watch South Park nor know what cheesing is. So
Mm.
Before she explains, let's carry on with the
It's
session.
just something they made up.
Okay.
right.
So yeah, there is a long way down here, essentially. But this looks jumpable.
Looks jumpable.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I wonder.
Anyone fancy
So,
making
is this one of
deepfake?
those, this is where you leave your vehicle behind? In this case, the horses?
You can bring them with you if you want. Really want to.
I don't know.
the map?
I don't know. Be great.
We get this.
Bring the horses. Okay.
I had a
Wow.
thing with that, but I know that.
You're terrible, Dean. Well, I guess we should dismount and tether the horses up then at some point.
Yeah. I suppose.
Guess so. Don't really have a choice.
If one of us ends up at the bottom of this chasm, I'm gonna be very upset.
It's gonna be me. I would have fallen in the sea like 3 times.
It
so
would
far.
be you, too.
It would be me. So, okay, I guess I'll tether them up over here, Dean.
Mm-hmm.
Like where I'm
Okay.
standing currently.
Hassan will help. Just because it gives him an excuse to not go first.
Decimus
say
is going to be
farewell.
looking over the gap,
Yeah, that's true.
and unbidden, an image of Darth is falling to his doom. It just appears in my mind.
Unbidden. I think it was there all the time. Let's be honest. I'm gonna go over here. See what's over here.
Okay. Over there.
Okay.
You guys can see over here.
Is that little red square a lease?
No, that's just the leftover.
Oh.
Okay. So Decimus, are you
That looks shiny.
Looks like a fire.
perhaps?
Is there like an entrance, or is that just kind of a thing?
I don't know. You can't see it from here. Like all of this down here is like bathed in darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Literally bathed in darkness. Like you know, you can see there's a light coming from down here, but you can't see the source of it yet.
I'm gonna look back to Decimus. What do you feel in here, if anything?
Everything. I imagine that it's a fairly unpleasant situation.
Yeah, you look at Decimus and he looks like his arse is about to fall out. Like, he literally looks like, you know, he's about to just keel over.
Like his ass is about to fall out. Okay.
I don't even know what that means. I really just have no idea.
Like
You're
it's
going down the slide and you feel a little glide.
yeah.
I'm so confused.
Haven't heard that in years.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna jump. On that
Okay.
note, speed
How
check.
far is this gap? Like, what's the different distance of
When
this
you
gap?
say jumpable, how jumpable do you...
No,
I mean, how many feet are we talking?
Good luck.
about 10 feet.
Okay, so challenging, but not like impossible.
A challenging jump, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, do I see any other way across?
No.
Alright, then I'm gonna jump. What do I
Can you
roll?
blink that? So?
Oh yeah, I probably could blink that.
You can blink that.
Well, if you miss, you can blink that.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Just like falling, and then all of a sudden I'm up there.
Oop.
Whoops.
I may have miscalculated.
Well,
Actually, I wonder, could I just wall? Oh, that's 4.
What should I roll?
That's 4.
I'm guessing speed, but how many?
Speed.
Just one?
Just one.
Okay.
Should I
Ha!
just make a wall
You're across.
so that to connect the pieces so we can just walk across?
You're here. You can do if you want. You can try that if you want to.
I mean, it's
Do you want to give away our
it's my-
position? To everyone?
I mean, I just if I have to try to, you know, if you fall or I fall,
Plus, he probably already knows we're here anyway, so...
my
We
main
don't
concern is it's a fifth of my binding pool to do so.
It's fine.
Oh well, when
It's
Darth dies, we'll just walk away.
I've ever failed a speed check, guys. It's all good.
Do you really want to ask that question?
It's all good. Just gotta have faith. That's what it is.
Who's going next?
I'll agree. I'll go next.
Well, I'm waiting for Darth.
Oh,
There you go.
damn,
If
Darthus.
fucking Darthus can do it. I mean, come on. So
So
Darthus, you're
Is
across.
when Hassan and I both roll 99s on this?
I mean, I'm waiting for Decimus to create some sort of stone path to walk over.
I mean, wait, how far did we say it was?
About
10
10 feet.
10 feet?
I was
don't know
inspired
that
by your leap, so.
I don't know that I actually need to make like a proper wall, because the wall's a lot bigger than 10 feet. I think I just might be able to just extend some of the earth out.
Just jump the bloody thing. Aren't you speed 9 anyway?
Yeah,
speaking,
I can
but
just,
don't know
I can totally see Darthus actually taunting you guys, like, come on, I did it, bitches.
Well, I don't think that Elise is speeding us. That's my concern.
Oh, that's true.
I think she's just gonna jump. She's had enough.
Well, I was gonna
No.
try to extend the ground
gone.
out a bit.
No,
so it's
you
a
had your
short
chance. She's
Gone.
jumped. She's across.
jump. All right, then we're jumping, I guess.
I wouldn't dare taunt Hassan.
Should we make an Elise,
Yeah,
or
that's fine.
are we gonna assume she's still with Decimus no matter what?
I've jumped across. Sorry, son. You got to do that.
I just do, you know. Is this Sam jumping?
Yeah, guess I'm just gonna have to jump. Roll 99 and go to my death.
I'll catch you. Don't worry, I'll catch you. All
I
right.
really wanted to be a 99 go, yes, goodbye.
We're
Well,
all
Hassan vanished.
fine.
Hassan vanished.
Look at that, guys. We actually made it
So
across
you're all across.
for once.
So, what's we
Wait,
gonna do now?
did we all just pass a speed check?
Yeah. Oh god.
Has that ever happened?
Yeah, it happened last time when, we almost all died at the end of the last session.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
True, that did happen.
Alright, I'm gonna start
No.
making my way this way. Being very cautious, looking out for things.
Yep, you just see a long drop, and then, as you come out,
Ah!
okay, so,
I played enough video games to know what this is.
It's a boss battle.
It's a circle of
not
fate.
just any boss battle.
Where Darthus, I'm definitely staying behind you. So,
I never would have envisioned that happening at all.
no.
I mean, I assumed you were going to charge up and impale him on one of your crossbows.
I mean, if you think about it, all of us are super squishy except Darthus.
super squishy.
Yep.
Like,
you're
one
fine.
hit from this guy and we're dead.
He doesn't even need to hit us with spells. He just needs to hit us.
Okay, so, you see, Gormal Creddock, and he's enacting a ritual with the Evershard that he has. Okay?
Mhm.
He's binding it to himself, it looks like. I mean, especially Decimus, you get this. You know, he's actually passing his blood through the shard and then back into himself. And above him, you can see a baleful eye just looking down at him with hatred radiating off of the eye. And Decimus, you can hear a voice coming from the eye. They're saying, better the void than this.
All right. So Decimus is going to do something probably not great. He's going to try to cancel a. He's going to use that same spell thing he did before to try to, to cancel a spell. I don't expect to actually cancel it, but at least slow it down and screw him up a bit. So,
Yeah.
2 binding checks to try to screw him up.
Mm-hmm.
First one, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can re-roll that because I have binding perception. Hey! Skill synergy. So yeah, they both
Okay,
pass.
so the ritual is interrupted, and Creddock turns around and looks at you all, and he just shakes his head and just like says, "Not again." I mean, and you can see the eye almost laugh above him at Creddock, not at you guys. He's actually just laughing at him, and then it kind of sends a ripple of power through Decimus, literally, you almost lift off your feet with power. So I'm going to give you another 100 points in your binding pool.
Oh god, guys.
So,
I'm gonna blow something up.
stand behind Decimus, people.
Stand
Yes, stand
close
behind.
to Best Decimus.
All the
I'm
power.
Creddock is going to jump over here and
Okay.
is going to immediately stop using spells. So
Roll 18 attacks.
so he holds both of his hands out, and tendrils of darkness just shoot out towards you, Decimus.
40.
So I need you to roll 4 strength checks.
Strength.
Yep.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so I'm going to use. Luckily, I have a skill that lets me for what is it, 2 rounds?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for 1 round, I use my binding staff for all checks, not
Okay.
just combat. So I can actually do 10 strength checks,
Mm-hmm.
and
Ooh.
I got a crit and 100.
Okay.
I have like 3 very low roll.
Okay, so that will do 25 damage, but you get your life ward save.
Okay. That's fine.
Cool. And now you get to roll a d20 for me. You take 10 damage.
Okay.
All right. So
He's not
the
done.
Moonweaver ropes negates binding damage by d20
Okay.
and converts it into damage for my next attack.
Okay, do it.
Would you look at that?
Okay, so 10, you get 10 more damage next time. So
So I don't actually. Yeah. So I take no damage.
yep. So he dives to the side here. And in fact, no, he's just gonna stand there. And yeah, he's probably just gonna hurl lightning torrent at you. So it's a chain lightning attack.
Jesus, mother of Christ!
So you can allocate that as you will. You guys get to allocate who takes what.
It's fine. Give some to me. How many do you want to take? I'll take the crits.
I mean, do you really want to take the crits because it's a binding?
Well, I mean, what's the alternative? We all get the same save, so
Well, I still can. I can negate 20 damage out of each attack with my robes. I think it's.
But you have 18 health.
This is true.
that's true.
I mean, we could split them all evenly, I guess.
It's just going to kill somebody if they don't get the armor save on it. On the crits.
It's
don't know
fine.
how
I'll
much
take the
damage.
crits. And then how many are left? 2, 4, 6. There's 8 now.
Okay, so chain lightning is ×3 crit.
Okay, that's fine.
So it's base 8 does 24 damage.
Okay.
Oh, and if you're in metal armor, aka just Darthus, you cannot dodge, and it does extra damage.
Oh, shit.
If he's using using the chain lightning I wrote, right?
But Darthus
Oh,
is
never mind. It's a different chain lightning. then.
Darthus
I have
is
no idea what it does.
too slow to dodge anyway, though, right?
Yeah, I'm too slow to dodge.
Oh yeah, he can't actually dodge anyway. So whatever.
It's fine.
So I'm giving you another couple of seconds, and then I'm
Okay.
just gonna start allocating damage.
I
You
mean,
don't
I
want me
probably-
to choose it, trust me.
I'll probably try to take.
I think just split it evenly is
Well, I'll take an extra hit because I can negate
Right,
some
so
of
you
the
take
damage.
3, and the other 2 of us will take 2. That's...
I'll
As soon
take.
as I get crit.
It's fine. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so Decimus, do yours first. Life ward saves.
So, do I get my dodge save on it then?
Yes.
The 3d6, and I need a 4+.
nice.
Okay.
I'm
Aye, on
just
it.
dodging it around the lightning. It's like, nope.
All right, so I guess
Decimus, move over here because you're dodging.
I'll do mine next, I
Yeah,
guess.
Hold on.
So
Mhm.
that's 2 each for the rest of us, right?
Yep.
Okay, so these are my reflex saves.
Oh,
Okay. Life ward. That's not life ward. Sorry.
Wasted 69.
I know. I know. I'm awful.
You need that later.
Fuck
Oh,
my
no.
life.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
I have Aegis, which is just
Oh,
1,
that's-
right?
mm-hmm.
And a D 3+.
Okay, I guess I take 1. I don't think I can take 1 though. That's fine.
No, you take
Probably not.
you take 22 damage
Shit.
from that.
It could be worse.
Uh,
I could take
this,
22
go next.
damage.
I'll go next, shall I? Alright. 3 pluses. And then Aegis. Okay, no, I take 1.
22 damage.
How much is that?
22 damage.
It's a crit, Dean.
Oh, is it crit? 44
Yeah.
damage then.
Cool.
Hassan.
Yes, 2 reflex saves. Pass both of them.
Yep. Your guy's turn. So, Saya, you're next.
All right. So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna use a charge of my shock blade to give my other weapon 1 armor negation. How would it be an attack action to drink potions?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna drink 2 potions, get myself at 22, and then if I blink behind him, can I get my 3 sneak attacks in for the?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So, yeah, just have to adjust my health now. So I'm at 22 health now. Okay, and now I'm behind the dude. Alright, so here are my 3 sneak attacks.
Cool.
And then, let's see, I have 5 more attacks. And this is all at 1 armor negation.
Go. Yourself negation.
So, there we go.
Okay.
And then let me know what stats for my weapons you might need or anything like that.
He ignores all of those.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Damn it, Dean.
He has a
rolled
4
plus on fucking 5.
He has a 4 plus life board save.
Okay, what about the 3 that I did initially?
Oh. Yeah. What damage do you do?
Okay, with my Crescent Moon, that's 50 damage each.
So 100 damage.
Okay. I didn't get any crits, did I? God damn it.
No.
Okay, well,
So who's next?
Hassan.
Hassan.
Go for it.
I
We're all
guess.
spread out. Can't use my AoE if we're all spread out.
Well, I'm just gonna take a couple steps back. A bunch. So,
Oh shit! I forgot to do my
Wait. do I get a bonus for
uh,
being behind him?
bzzz. There we go.
Is that your chain lightning?
That's what he was doing. Yeah.
Okay. Do I get a damage bonus for being behind him?
You did.
Okay, so
Actually, no, you don't. No.
no? Okay.
No, you just get sneak attacks, but you're behind him. But yeah, that's not in the rules.
so I will use my HoloLens sun target.
Well,
So I will completely ignore all saves.
okay. Sorry, just really quick. When I do sneak attacks and I land them, which I landed 2, that's a crit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of 50 damage each, that's... Oh, it's a times 10 for a crit, so...
So it's
So
100
1,000 damage.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Hassan.
Right, well, I guess I feel a little less adequate now. My single critical hit, which ignores all saves, does 240 damage.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Those 2 attacks have him going. Oh, and he like staggers backwards over here. But then he like plants both of his fists into the floor and starts pulling in energy into himself.
And then I guess I have 2 more shots.
Mm-hmm.
I just want 2 more. Oh, I will re-roll
Oh
99.
god.
Or you roll the 99? Good. For the love of God.
So that's an instant death attack now. It's in the 20. So I guess I'll
Okay.
roll 5d100s.
Mm-hmm.
No crit there, so I guess just a normal hit then.
Yep. He's going to roll his knife odds. He's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Now it is my turn.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So spread out, guys. Breaking my balls.
Well, I'm behind you, so I don't know what
To
you expect
be
to happen.
to be even remotely useful, I have to be there. So
I know, with just all my good spells. But 30 feet, huh? I suppose I can center some of my stuff out this way, so it hits him and not us. God. I think I might just slam some freaking rage and charge at him so that they can. I think I can aim it this way and avoid you guys. Actually, no. I can take a small step this way, and then just so I'm more in front of Darthus, and then blast that way, catch him on the edge of it, and then not kill you. Cool, cool. So I'm gonna do. Where is it? Storm's Eye?
Mm-hmm.
No, not Storm's Eye. Ether Storm.
Mm-hmm.
So enemies have their save threshold heightened by 2, allies have it brought down by 2. D3 turns. So let's roll D3. So for this round, our saves are a lot better. And then I'm just gonna cast a Radiant's Charge. Oh no.
Is this
No.
6?
It's a 5. It's the same one I did last time.
Okay.
But still, if I roll another 7, I swear to
oh
God.
no.
Ooh, that's better. That's much better. So, 2 does. A rail and binding energy, replacing D10 points of my binding pool, and I double my attacks for this round.
Mm-hmm.
If I get over 5, well, fine, I'm short 1. So I'm at 9, and then I have doubled my attacks, which I normally have 4. So, and that is a crit. It's a armor negate 3. No. Yeah, armor negate 3 times 3 crit, so 90 damage
Mm-hmm.
on him.
Mm-hmm.
So he can still try to, life ward or dodge your life ward, but
How many? 3? And he takes one of them.
well, so, no, it would just be the that one would be for the first one. I still haven't rolled to activate the other 2 attacks, or other 5 attacks at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the second Righteous Charge. Third. And I get 4 more attacks, and I have 9 points left. So I'm gonna try to do something else. I'm gonna try to cast a tier 6 spell.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna center it out here. I'm gonna do a black hole centered about 30 feet off to the side from him.
Now we're bringing Stellar Phenomena into the mix. That's fun.
What is happening?
Let's not crit here,
What's
Yeah,
happening?
if this crits, it's gonna be bad. For
Gonna have a bad time.
Yes. So about 30 feet off from him, it's hard for me to get to the right point. And that is not a crit. So they have to make a D6 dodge save to avoid being sucked into the abyss. On a 1, they are supposed to get sucked in. Never. It's a 2 to 3 to fall down and start slowly getting sucked towards it. On a 4+, they're still being drawn towards it.
No.
Yeah, they're not
On
falling.
on a 1, I would have let you have killed him, but no.
No,
Anything else, he just stands there and shrinks.
it's pulling him towards it, but it's not nothing but a 1 instantly kills him.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, he's not even going to be affected by anything but a 1, I don't think.
He's still takes 45 damage from that one.
Okie dokie.
And I have 3 points left, which I'm going to save to see what else I can do. So I'm going to try to restore some points for me.
But don't you have like 100 points?
Yeah, I mean, you used like.
Oh wait, no, I have a shit ton of points. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you have like a shitload of points.
I forget that I have a shit ton of points. And then I'm going to, try to sunder the earth below him and see if that works.
Stop breaking the things, David. That
And
stand
that's
on.
going to fail. That's just going to
I'm
fizzle out.
going to say that actually breaks through the floor. On this, this tendril here falls away. And this one falls away.
Go on, sorry.
And there's a chasm that comes in here.
Ah, shit.
Silo.
It is between me and him, so I'm happy with this.
Over Sam.
Who's next?
Yes, this is going to stop there 'cause it's going wrong.
Is Darthus next?
Darthus.
Guess
Yep.
it's me. Yeah.
Do your heroic shit, Darthus.
So I will draw Daybringer. Well, no, I'm going to drink 2 potions first, but we'll ignore that for the purposes of thematics. I'm going to draw Daybringer and thrust it into the ground and use Sunder Shock, one of my Tempest abilities.
It
So
seems
I
like
get
it's going to end poorly.
So I get D6 tendrils of lightning, 3, all of which are aimed at him. So
Yeah.
they do D200 damage, and I have to roll a D6 for each of them. Oh, sorry, D10 actually for each of them. So 2 of them are instant death attacks, and 1 of them is reflected back at me, which is fun. So he takes 2 instant death attacks at D200 damage.
Call it D400 because he can't automatically die.
Okay, fair enough. And yeah, so I take 1, he takes 2. So roll 2d400 then. There you go. So he takes that much damage, and then
Nice.
I take.
Do you get a save?
Yes, you get life ward if you do that.
Okay. I'll take both of them.
Okay, and I'm fine.
You lucky bastard.
Jesus Christ.
You nearly consigned Valenreath to Emperorless.
Well, it's a
Like-
powerful ability, but obviously it can kill myself, so that's the reason why it's pretty OP.
But
yeah.
he's start running back over here now.
So I'm basically just firing arcs of lightning at him,
Mhm.
continuously.
So who's next? Oh, it's him next.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Well, this is not
gonna-
a good place to be.
he's gonna smash his hand into the floor with an absolute, what's the word? Cataclysmic energy. So
That sounds like fun.
until it's shattering through the floor down here.
I mean, there is no ground between him, which is hopefully going to mitigate some of this, I don't know.
Well, Sire,
Yeah?
you may roll a reflex save, please.
Okay.
My ability booster saves.
By how
2.
much? By 2?
By 2.
Okay. You do a reflex, please.
So don't roll
Alright.
1.
So, 1 reflex save?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm
not a
good.
1.
I'm good.
All right, so you only take
Oh no.
D30
my
damage.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Uh-oh.
well.
Roll low, roll low.
Oh, that's not allowed.
I'm dead again.
Yeah, so 20, you are -5. And flung over here. Decimus, you're next. Roll a reflex save.
Okay.
That's fine.
Cool. You also only. Well, no, it's gone further now. How far has it gone? Hang on. It gets more powerful the further it goes away.
Oh. Sorry.
Well, fuck me.
It's fine. I'll act as a windshield for you. So.
Roll D30. It's the same. It's just D30. It's the same.
Oh, right.
23 damage.
All right, and I absorb 1d20 of that. That is not a whole lot.
So you take 17 damage. You're on 1 HP.
I'm at 1.
Oh my god.
Next is Starthus.
Okay. Do we get a save against this, by the way?
No.
No. Okay.
If you don't really get armor saves against earthquakes.
No, that's fair
then
enough.
you know.
That's fair enough.
And you don't have a dodge save, so.
I don't have a dodge save. No.
Nope. So you just how far has this gone away?
I just take him.
Do you not have an ability to plant your shield or anything like that?
Did you take any of the defensive abilities?
I do have some, but I don't think anything that would stop anything like this in terms of
Okay.
like fluff.
Um,
So I'm happy.
Was
to
enough
take
to
it.
say. I mean, I would
Hopefully
rather you
rolls
stop
well.
it. But
Well, hope you roll
Do you
well.
have
You take
Aegis?
29 damage.
29 damage. Okay, I'll just take that. That's fine.
Okay.
Not too worried.
And Hassan.
well, it was nice knowing you guys.
Off I go.
I mean, I pass, but it's D30 damage.
No. You do reflex save, and if you pass it, you don't take it. Well, no.
I rolled wrong dice. That was supposed to be a D6.
Okay. Yeah. Roll
I
these.
passed the reflex save.
Okay. Now do a speed check for me.
See, if Darthus had a speed check, he would have passed it, because it's like, you have to roll
I
the
was
speed.
It's far enough away that you can backwards somersault to here. It's petering out by the time it gets to you.
Okay, so
So
did
you've got
I
a range of 30.
did I not get a
Yes.
speed check after my reflex because I'm so close?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only got 30 foot range, you see.
I will absolutely do that. So,
Okay.
Nope, not today.
He's gonna-
I'm out.
Yeah, you
He's gonna-
hear Hassan just go, nope.
He's going to run forward and jump over here. Bang. Go down there. And he's going to backhand Decimus.
Well, I'm going to try to dodge his backhand.
Ugh!
That is one hell of a bitch slap.
What the hell just happened there?
So, Decimus,
I mean,
it was good to know you. I mean, I feel like we didn't get as close as we might have done, but you know,
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
will
gonna
remember
roll-
you.
I'm going to roll
I'm
my
sorry.
saves in any case,
I'm sorry.
to see what happens, you know. Probably.
A funeral, but I will send flowers.
Those all would pass on my reflex, and then on my life ward.
Oh no, you got to do the. You're in combat, so you got to roll combat first.
Oh,
Yeah,
great. I can try to block them
Yes.
Yeah.
with my, death. I'm going to use my ability to, not get completely crushed.
Mm-hmm.
And
No.
no. So then those all three of those dodge technically pass, but I'll still roll my life wards if something terrible is happening to me.
Yeah, you're gonna need to roll your life wards. I'm not gonna let you dodge this one. This is
All of
you
those
can't go
pass
anywhere.
as well.
Good.
Those pass
So-
before my buff, actually.
But you are smacked over here.
Wow, that was one hell of a pimp slap.
And one last headbutt for Darthus.
Oh hey.
Bang.
Now this is a
Hey,
party.
life ward save, please, Darthus.
Wait, can
Ooh.
you parry the headbutt?
No, I can't parry the headbutt. It's a headbutt, mate. That's fine. It's fine.
Well, if I don't know.
If
That's
I
not
can
good
parry a
looking.
bitch slap, you can parry a headbutt.
Nothing. It's
Oh,
fine.
Not that I can parry
It's
the
fine.
headbutt.
You got the thing.
Fine. It's fine.
I like how his attack rolls were lower than my fucking save rolls. It's like
What the hell? Ugh.
Right, so
So, who's next?
Well, Saya's unconscious again, right?
Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
I'm out.
So I guess it's my turn. So. What the fuck am I gonna do?
This is not a good day for Saya.
No.
So, I'm gonna use my Venom Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just have to hit this way. If it damages. Okay, so I'll roll an attack.
Glad I got that 1,000
Oh.
damage on him before
I will re-roll, because I think I'm range combat 10, so I think I have 2 re-rolls to use.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I shall use my second one now. To pass.
Mm-hmm.
And
Not
then
100. It's not 100.
I say N2 still. So if you want to roll life ward save.
Yeah.
His life ward is still worsened until my round.
God.
Still passes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I guess I will just do 3 more regular. Oh,
I mean, you know, with his life ward weakened, you have a much better chance of actually getting shot off on him
So I
until it
guess
runs out.
Mortal Scourge
Mm-hmm.
to make an instant death attack.
Oh yeah, where's Elise?
Cowering. She's out of MP.
Okay. I thought so.
You'll find out where Elise is in a second.
So our 69 still crits.
That sounds
Is that a
ominous.
She's the new Alice.
Is that a
That's
thing?
what
That
I
is
think
still a
they
thing.
are. Yeah.
Okay, so that is a success on that instant death. So I don't know if you want to just do.
I'm
Extra
going to roll my
damage.
d6 to. Okay, so I take 2 of those, and that'll be crit.
With his worsened roll, doesn't he take more than that?
Yes,
So
he does.
That's an instant death attack. So that's just a single attack.
Oh,
Is that-
okay, yeah. So he takes times 4, whatever you did there. Whatever
And
damage you did.
so that's times 4. Okay, so would that be with a crit or without a crit?
Without a crit.
Without,
Okay, so then that's just 240 damage then.
Okay,
just it's fine.
let me do some math.
No sweat. No sweat.
Okay, cool.
And then I guess I'll just do 2 more. Actually, how many times can I use the Venom Bolt? It's just once. I think it's once per. No, I can just do it again. So I'll just do 1 more.
Mm-hmm.
And with minus 20, technically succeed to hit. So
I'm gonna give myself a VFAX for that,
yeah, can do.
which I pass.
Then I'll just do 1 more regular attack. Because
Mm-hmm.
still a hit. but-
I'll do the same thing again. I fail this time.
Okay, so that's just 60 damage if you fail life kill save.
I do.
So that is 60 damage.
Cool. Who's next? Oh,
Be-
Alice comes over to Saya, and Saya, she cradles your head
Yeah.
and just like sends binding energy through you and wakes you up on 1 HP.
Oh, okay. Awesome. I'll down my last potion then. So I have 11.
Mm-hmm. It's whoever's turn it was.
So Decimus.
Yeah.
Yes.
So does that mean is I go or is it to my turn?
It's your go. Decimus. Saya will come in next round. You know.
Yeah. And she's first anyways. Okay, so I'm going to use Death Dealer to double my attacks
Mm-hmm.
around. And so then first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to heal everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least 2 people took damage. Where's my area healer? This is going to heal 20. Provided I don't explode it. I buffed it. So I'm going to try again. And that's one of my attacks wasted to do nothing. And
Oh
that's a crit
shit.
on a tier 3, so it actually can't have anything bad. Good things. And it just does normal?
Oh,
Oh wait,
okay.
no,
It's
it
not.
does. No, it does have something.
Really?
Oh no, I lose 10 binding points. That's what it is. But I have so many binding points right now.
Okay.
Cool.
I have a bunch of stuff left. Still 6 attacks left. So I'm just going to use it.
Ooh, turned into a robot then and disappeared.
Everyone recovers 20 damage, or 20 health.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to use combustion on him repeatedly. So I'm going to do it one at a time because of, backlash.
Mm-hmm.
But combustion?
Oh.
Motherfucking God damn it!
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
Well,
Oh, there
that's
goes
all your
all my
buying points.
There goes all my buying
Returned.
points, guys.
All your
Well-
binding points?
Yeah.
Yep.
All my binding
Ah,
And there is
shit.
actually a special rule. Oh, fuck.
Well,
Okay,
Decimus, I
why do you
will
take-
still send flowers to your funeral.
Decimus, roll a. God. Roll an endurance check for me.
Endurance?
I guess vitality.
Vitality.
Vitality,
Oh,
sorry.
no. Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
I
My,
will send flowers to your funeral. Don't
my
worry.
ability that lets me use my binding thing is gone, so I think it's only one use per session.
Yeah.
Lucky?
No.
It could happen.
Well, yeah, but you needed it when you used it, or you'd probably be dead. So
Yeah. How much did that fill by?
15.
My
My vitality is capped at 3. Just fine.
The same vitality as me.
Okay. Roll a binding check. Try and save yourself from disintegration.
That's not a sentence you want to hear.
oh no.
Can I go hide now?
It's another Alistar where I give him every chance to save himself.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
That's a pretty solid pass, right?
You are out of the fight, but you are alive.
Well, I have no binding points left, so I'm
Yeah,
pretty much out of the
You're
fight
sort
anyway.
of blown over
Yeah.
here.
Holy
You could
shit.
have been. You could have been Creddock fodder.
That
So I'm
was
just-
actually the Void King doing that. Because he gave you all that siphon of his power, and then as soon as it went, it sort of like a
Blew
bomb
me
went
off.
off. You know what I mean? Like, boom, you know.
But he takes yeah, but the combustion
Mm-hmm.
done.
Mm-hmm.
Is David breaking up for anyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, yeah.
Does times 4 crit, so it's the damage and on fire in this.
Okay. I heard that. So yeah, he takes that damage. Okay, cool. Who's next?
Darkness.
Guess it's me. Yeah. So I'm gonna stay relatively stationary, like he's not far away from me, and I'm just gonna do one attack.
He's looking worse for wear.
And I'll
He's
reroll
looking
it.
very worse for wear.
Okay, I get a crit with Daybringer, which is nice. So that's instant death. So it's just times 4 crit on Daybringer, plus another 5. So that's 180. Oh no, it's times 7 crits. What's that? 280, 560 damage.
Jesus. Okay. So yeah, he staggers back this way, and
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
gonna
to
let
get-
out.
Do you get life ward for that, mate? I don't know.
Yeah, he will get life ward, but at this stage of the battle, he is no. Okay.
Okay.
So he's gonna let out a vicious. Actually, no. You get the rest of your turn, but the rest of your turn would take you over to him. Is what I'm saying, because you knocked him
Okay.
back with such force. So you can do that if you want to, or you can stay where you are.
Well, I was using one of Daybringer's abilities, which is basically I do one attack and only one attack, and everyone else in the combat gets an extra D3 attacks in their round. So,
Cool.
Oh.
sparring with the presence of my blade. So,
Yeah, you
yeah,
just
everyone else
and stabbed him.
An extra D3 attacks, yeah.
Look at that, guys.
So-
I got 2 more attacks.
You're dead, nearly.
Decimus make attacks from the grave.
No.
I'm not dead. I'm just hanging out.
I know. Saya, roll D3. No, actually, roll them to start your turns. Roll them to start your turns. So, he will unleash... which one?
Not liking the sound of he will unleash.
Yeah.
You will unleash puppies.
Void Shift. You'll release Void Shift. And it's gonna go...
Oh my fucking god.
What?
1,
What?
2, 3, 4,
That's 20.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9 crits.
It's gonna go there.
It's gonna go there. Okay.
Well. Well.
Do you want us to allocate these, Dean?
It's gonna go on whoever it touches, so I'm gonna do the beam.
Okay.
Or Nova, actually Nova. So, bang.
Okay.
Bang. 2.
Yeah.
So do 10 each.
Okay.
Reflex saves first.
Yes, thank God we have that's okay.
Also, my my buff to your saves is faded. I only got 1 round on it. Sorry, guys.
That's fine. I'll take the first lot, I guess. 1, 2, 3.
Knock yourself out. I mean, I
Okay.
fail one of
9
these and I'm probably
There's
dead.
9 crits total, so someone's taking 4, someone's taking 5. Probably.
Crits don't count with this. Not with this spell.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. How many hits have I got there? Are they just all hits, Dean?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Oh, the
Oh, no,
98, no.
there's 2 fails.
And the 91,
Oh
no.
my god.
Okay, so we each take 9 then. That's fine. Just saves, yeah.
Yep. Well, reflex if you have them.
Okay, so I take 2 of those.
And I shall roll
Okay.
reflex saves. I take 1 of those. And it's enough to kill me. Right?
Darthus,
No,
you
Oh,
take.
there's a life ward.
I have no life.
I have a reroll actually.
Okay.
No, so I still take 2.
Wait, do
You
I get
take.
rolls per session?
30 damage.
Okay. Okay.
I did heal you for 20.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm on 7 again. It's fine.
Oh shit, hang on.
Is that a
40
good?
damage, sorry man. 40
That's all right,
damage.
mate. It's all right.
Oh,
my bad,
no.
my bad.
No, that's okay. I am unconscious.
Wasn't
My
sure if
bad.
that was
Yeah,
a-
I know it seems like I've just gone, oh, no, it's 40. No,
No,
obviously
that's
I know
okay.
that wrong.
That's fine.
Um,
Anyway.
I read the fucking spell above it. Okay, so, in my haste to get the answer. And did you take 1, Hassan?
I took 1. I'm just trying to figure out if I have a reroll, because otherwise I will be unconscious. 'Cause I think that's 20 damage, right?
Yes, it will be 20 damage.
You don't get rerolls for being speed 10, do you? For reflex saves.
I don't know.
No, it's just
Not that
higher.
I'm aware.
It's
I
just
think
higher.
you just get them. Is you get the better speed.
Yeah, so I am on -2 health, so I'm unconscious.
Okay.
Shit.
I don't
Okay.
have any evasive
Well,
health.
Saya, you're back up with 1 HP.
no, I have full HP because Dustin was
Okay.
healed after.
Drank potions.
So, all right. Since does he know that I'm up, or can I have
Nope.
my? Okay. So does that mean I get my 3
Yep.
extra attacks? Okay. I'm also gonna activate Death's Gambit, which means that. All right. I'll just do my 3 first, and
I'm
then
an
I'll.
extra D3 from me, sire, as well.
Oh. Okay. I'll do my.
Yeah, you do. You get an extra D3. as
Okay.
well.
I'll do my.
So roll for that.
Hold on. Should I activate Death's Gambit first, or because
Roll
that...
your D3 and then activate that gambit and
Okay.
add your D3 to it.
Okay, so I'll do my... Are these my 3 sneak attacks or my 3 extras from Darthus?
No, then do 3 extras.
Okay, these are my 3 extras then from Darthus. And so those are 2 hits and a crit.
No. Sorry, babe. You need to
What?
roll a D3.
D3.
Oh,
And then you
D3.
add those attacks.
D3.
That's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
I got 2 attacks. Just saying.
So you need that
I'm
roll for later on.
confused. Yeah, okay. So I
So
get
you
2
get an
extra
extra 2
attacks?
attacks.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's just say that those are my sneak attacks then. The ones that I
Okay.
did. So
Because he really wants to keep that crit.
Well, actually, shit. No, that's kind of a waste of a crit, actually, because any hit is a crit for a sneak attack. It doesn't matter, though. So that's 3 crits with my 500 damage each. And and then I'm gonna activate Death's Gambit, so I'll go ahead.
You all got really good weapons.
I know.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and read Death's Gambit for you all. You throw yourself at the enemy and attempt to overwhelm them with sheer speed, hitting them with so many strikes they simply cannot respond in time. Roll a speed check. Oh fuck, I have to roll a speed check. Okay, that might be for nothing. Let me just... Okay, roll my speed check. Okay, I'm good. My speed check passes. So... if you succeed, then you double your attacks this round. And since I'm combat 8 or above, I roll I crit on a 49 or below. So I'll go ahead and roll my 10 Death's Gambit attacks and hope they don't suck. And I also have armor negation 1 on both of my weapons.
Okay.
So and I got 1 crit.
I thought 45 and below was a crit.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah,
You're right.
1, 2,
You are
3,
very
4,
right.
You got a lot of
7.
crit.
Yeah,
7 crits.
I got a lot of crits, and they all hit.
Okay.
So that's 3,500 damage.
Do you not make? I take 3 of those. That's 1,500 damage. The others normal hits, are they?
Yeah,
So still armor negation 1.
it is.
Oh,
armor
okay,
negation
so it's
1.
3 more. I take 1 more. Okay, so yeah, you unleash into his back, and he gasps and staggers forward. Dartha, sorry. Roll a vitality check with a minus 30.
Okay.
99.
You ready?
Yep.
That's when you kicked him off the cliff with you.
It's still a pass, because I'm like vitality 10, but...
I'm gonna give you 1 attack at him as he staggers forward.
Grapple him off the cliff.
No, balls. Can I reroll it?
Yes. If you have a reroll, yeah.
I can only use 1 reroll. So, oh, well, okay.
What's your close combat?
Did you get it?
Yeah, it's a pass, yeah. It's a pass.
Cool. So you jump forwards and literally hammer Dawnbringer, sorry, into his chest, and the light of Sarpedon bursts out from him, and he explodes outwards in a cacophony of a scream of somebody who really doesn't want to be leaving the mortal plane right now. And he explodes all over the place, and finally everything echoes to a standstill. But standing next to Saya is Alice, who immediately drops to the floor.
Oh.
Decimus is gonna pull himself back together and rush over to her as best he can.
Yeah, I guess
Okay.
we'll rush over.
Yeah, if she's right
I mean,
next to me, I'm gonna check on her immediately.
I mean, I'm gonna just go continue lying here unconscious, you know, don't mind me.
Oh, I'll go and get a Sam.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds like. Well, I'm going to abide by the rules, you know.
I'll go and get a Sam.
I'm still conscious. I'm just out here.
I
hanging
thought.
out
Wait,
with no magic left.
thought you were unconscious,
You're
Decimus.
unconscious.
I
You are
was.
unconscious. Yeah.
I thought I got knocked out of the fight, like out of
No,
the thing, but I
you're knocked out.
I didn't take any damage.
Knocked out was the key word in that sentence.
Okay.
Yeah. So
You nearly got an aneurysm by a god. I mean,
yeah.
for the second time in Saga history as well.
Well,
Anyway.
I'm checking on Elise, and Darthus is checking on Hassan.
Yes. Okay.
And Decimus is just lying on the ground outside of the battlefield.
That's you can get back up. I was just saying, yeah, you were unconscious.
Okay, fair. I thought I got knocked out of the fight but couldn't rejoin it because I was knocked held back here.
Decimus, do a speed check to get over that jump.
Rolls a
Okay,
99.
that would have been
That would have been hilarious.
that
Sorry, I wouldn't have been bad. I'm laughing.
After all that, you could just fall into your death.
No, you actually sound like Abe from Abe's Odyssey. Anyway, anyway, okay. So yeah, you go over there, and there is no pulse.
I'm going to.
I have more music for you.
Oh, okay.
So sad. So sad. Sad situation.
I'm not even going to play the music. That's it. That's the song that's playing.
Oops.
I'm gonna try to like get her to drink one of the health potions, just like pouring it down, into her mouth, just trying to do something. Because I don't have any binding
Pour
power
that
left.
fluid down the mouth.
No, it doesn't do anything.
Huh, this link isn't working.
Yeah, it worked for me.
Works for me.
Decimus is just
There
gonna
we go.
kind of just sitting over her, just has no idea what to do. He has no binding power left. He's got, the potion's not doing anything.
You hear a voice in your head, and he says, "It says, look up. She's gone."
I'm just gonna kind of like, shout, "Shut up! You don't know anything about us, about us humans. We're stronger than you know." Shouting
He
at the
says,
voice thing.
Yeah, the eye just says, "I know," like in an approving, And as he says that, the shard drops to the floor, and is pulsating with energy. And he says, "Which is why I leave this choice in your hands." It's a voice that's so cacophonous and huge that it could drive you mad. Even the people who don't have the binding here can listen to it.
Oh,
Fainter than you.
do we hear this
Yeah.
too? Okay.
I mean, am I awake yet?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll
So
come.
I guess I'm still a bit groggy, and I guess as Decimus sort of like brings me back, I'm just gonna sort of mutter, "Hate binding users."
We all.
No, Decimus isn't bringing you back. Darkness is bringing you back. I'm over here over Elise.
I'll help you out. It's fine. So what's this choice?
The voice just says, "I want to return to the void, to be where I'm supposed to be. I'm not of this world." And he looks around. The eye just looks around desperately. Says, "Destroy the Evershard, and I'll be free. I've lingered for too long on this world, trapped by the god of the Spire Church." And you can even hear the hatred in his voice. He says, "But you've earned a different answer from me. If you choose to keep that shard, I can't stop you. But if you keep it, the binding will spread throughout the world and become stronger, twisting it so that in time, binding users will come to rule the entire world. If you shatter it, the binding will be ripped from the world as I leave it. The binding, all of it, is my power, seeping into the world. It is not natural. It is not of this world. I want the suffering it caused to end. But I understand your right of conquest. Do what you will. I'm powerless to stop you."
Decimus is kind of just like kneeling over Elise's body, and after a moment he picks up the shard and kind of like looking at it and says, "There's been enough. There's been too much people trying to control the world with this power. And he's just gonna kind of stand up. It's been enough." And then he's gonna take his staff, the never staff, no, Nether Nightbinder, and just set the crystal on the ground and smash it with the Nightbinder.
Okay. As soon as you do that, nothing happens. But then the eye fades away, and he says, "Thank you. and a bubble appears around you all. An explosion is let out from the other shard, and you all fade to black, pretty much. When you come back, the temple itself is in ruins, and there's a great chasm in the ground, just like the one where you actually saw the Void King's presence. Decimus, you I've always been feeling for a long, long time that you're being watched by two baleful yellow eyes. They're no longer there. They're gone now.
Hey, I'm not possessed
But
anymore.
also,
Honestly.
you feel that you can't stand up. You're incredibly weak, and you know, in true power to the binding, a shockwave is let out across the world. That it's not a big, powerful shockwave. You know what I mean? It's not like a big bombastic thing. It's just a wind that goes across the entire world, and the binding seeps away, and all of the creatures that were born of the binding seep away. The bear that Purse controlled in the first Saga campaign drops dead. Just drops dead in the forest.
Fuck that
For-
thing. I'm
for
happy
instance.
it's gone.
You know, the city of Emberhold, just falls apart. The final ruins of Velen just wash away into the sea. People all over Keldanian, who were using their powers in secret, can no longer do it. That they fall to the ground, vomiting and convulsing. And the lost continent, which is fading away down, the actual icy continent, which is going away, stops in its tracks. The actual sentinels spontaneously combust.
Yes.
Funnily enough, because they have reverse binding in them, so that they immediately die. And there is mass hysteria across the world as the Spire Church actually falls. As this Chamber Militant has gone, so uprisings occur all across Keldania. So all of the dragons of the world drop dead, just fade away, just drop dead into the sea, or they lie down on a mountain, perish, just die.
Is their skull still there?
Sorry?
Is the skull we mounted still there?
Oh yeah. They just die. They don't disappear.
Okay.
So yeah, and every single magic user in Valenreath is stripped of his power or her power. So Valenreath is going to have to get by on its own merits from now on, and that's what you're feeling when you wake up. It's a terrifying feeling for you, Decimus. The body of Alice is lying next to you, and Saya and Darthus and Hassan are unconscious but waking, stirring next to you.
Decimus is just going to take the sword that he still carries on him and start by hand digging out a grave for her.
Stone.
I assume there's something. It's probably not going to go well.
Yeah, and there's soil there.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
probably better in here than out in the desert somewhere.
So as you all wake up, you can all help if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna help.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll help.
I won't help.
Okay.
Hey,
Uh,
look at that.
I mean, Hassan's just sort of like, because does he realise what Decimus has done? Because I assume I heard everything that happened.
oh yeah, you heard what happened. Yeah.
So, I think he's just
Sort of fine.
he's smiling a grin. Like, binding users have been the bane of his life for what, about 50, 60 years now,
Mm-hmm.
and he feels like he's always hated binding users just because they always tend to outdo him. Like, he feels like there's nothing he can do against their magic. Like, no amount of sneaking can counteract that. But now he's just sort of happy because there is no magic, and now it's an even playing field, and that is something he's going to enjoy.
The black hand still black?
Oh yeah, is my black hand still black? That's a good question.
It's a scar from the binding, so it's a physical thing. It's got no binding in it anymore. It's just so yeah, it's still black.
I no longer have a super strong left hand. But
No, it's not super strong. It's just a normal hand that's scarred now.
still intimidating. Okay, so yeah, I'm just
As long
happy.
as no one makes you actually have to use it, it's very intimidating.
Yeah, he's just happy in the moment, actually, how things have turned out.
So we're all digging a grave, and Hassan's just smiling.
Marvelously, yeah.
So you guys can now march back south. I'm sure you're itching to know what happened to the battle down south.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hassan can take it or leave it.
Yeah. So you guys ride south, and the sandstorm is no longer there. You leave with a few parting words. You leave the grave of Anise behind, and Decimus obviously seems reluctant to do that. Do you have any words for the grave, Decimus?
He's not gonna, he's kind of. The others never really spent any time working with the students, and this is his first student, so he's not really. He's mostly just standing over it and thinking. He lays his staff inside the grave with her, his night binder,
Yeah.
and then buries her with it, and then leaves his broadsword, the one he's been carrying since the beginning of the campaign, as a marker in the grave.
Okay. Cool.
And then he walks away without saying anything out loud to them.
Cool. I think that's a good place to leave that scene. So we'll skip forward. You march. Well, you trudge really back down south, exhausted. You all want to stop. You also don't want to because you need to see what happened. So you march back down south from. You were up here, and you march all the way down south. And you see in front of you there is a sea of carnage everywhere, and crows pecking at dead men all over the place. Lots in the guise of Gormal Credoc, and less so your forces, from what you can see. So what do you guys want to do? There are lots of officers there picking around the dead, and the army, the remnant of your still there, and it's just arrayed in tents along the boiling pass.
Yeah, I think we're gonna want to know what happens.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
And Decimus is
Lord Commander.
He's gonna kind of go with you guys, but he's not gonna say anything. If you look into his eyes, he's kind of looks a little like lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just kind of going through going through this at this point.
I think we'd probably head towards the main camp of where the Forsaken Sons are and see if Guy Jen's still there or who's in charge, and try to get an sense of what transpired.
Yep. You are walking through, and you see Canos Blackmane there, and he's sitting on a barrel, and he's just crying, just sitting on this barrel, just crying, with a big bottle of mead in his hand.
I kind of freeze when I see this, and I think I'll go running over to Canos. Like, what does he have to say?
And he looks up and he just says, "Oh, Jew." And he's like wipes underneath his chin and his eyes.
What happened?
Oh, you're not gonna believe this. Oh, we won the battle, but we ran out of veil. And he's like, his head just goes down, and he just starts weeping. And you see Gaijin step out from behind the tent and goes, and he says, You have to excuse him. He gets emotional when he's drunk. And he kicks one of his subordinates over to Canos and says, pick him up, will you? Take him somewhere we can lie down. Sleep it off. and he picked Canos up and goes, you sleep it off! And he's like, yeah, alright, cool. And he comes over and he looks battered. Like, he looks like, you know, he's bandaged and, you know...
Oh yeah, I'm sure I look like hell.
Yeah, I think you both look terrible. Yeah, so... He's just like, he says to you, so, is it done? He's sort of like nearly grimacing because he's still in pain, like everywhere.
I nod.
You can see he's gonna have like a gnarly scar down the side of his neck, like running down his chest when it's done. And he says, he just breathes out and goes, "Good. So, Craddock's gone."
He's gone.
Good. I suppose it's Emperor now. Wanted to see you when you got back. He's in the camp.
Emperor?
Yeah. You know, Kassar.
Right. And before I go see the Emperor, I kind of look back at Gaijin. Tell Canos not to scare me like that again.
He says, fair enough. And he walks over to you and like just grabs you by the shoulders, and that's where we'll cut away to someone else. So what's Decimus doing now?
He's gonna go try to find if any of his trainees are remaining. Just kind of help them through what's going on.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're like crack addicts at the moment. On there's some really bad withdrawal. So they're shivering and shaking and on the ground. They don't understand what's happening. So yeah, we'll let you do that for a second. Hassan, what are you doing?
Well, I guess Hassan's kind of now actively thinking forwards. So he thinks there's an opportunity here he wants to do in the ensuing chaos that's now happening. But he thinks he's going to have to move quickly. So I think if he can sort of slink away and try and find Bastion.
Okay.
I think Bastion was actually probably in Saga, or...
Yeah, he is.
He wasn't at the battle. So yeah, I'll actually like, properly slink away from the camp.
Okay.
And head off.
Cool. That's cool. Darthis, I suppose, is Asterion now, if you're going to take the name. What are you going to be doing right now?
I mean, I guess I'm not really doing any more than walking around the battlefield and trying to get an impression of, you know, what went on, but also trying to tend to the wounded, if there are any around.
Well, that's already been done. You can get a battlefield report if you want it.
I think I will. I mean, I'm kind of waiting for Sire and potentially Decimus to kind of be done, so we can all go to Kassar as a unified front, if that makes sense. I mean, he's not really sure where the hell Hassan's gone, but
Gaijin's let Sire go once he's spoken to her and spent a bit of time with her. So he walks over to you and says, "Lord Commander," like nods, and you can see like one of his eyes is he's just like a walking corpse at the moment.
Who, Gaijin?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to see you alive, my friend. It seems like it was, it was a long ordeal for you.
He says, it was. What he pulled through, just about.
Good.
And he looks down and he swallows, like, he almost like it's painful, and he goes, heard you, got the job done.
Yes, in a manner of speaking.
It
was
good.
It was a long road, but thank you for taking charge of everything here. It seems like we got the outcome that we wanted in the end.
A lot of people paid the ultimate price for that, though. I mean, he turns around and he says, but such is war, I suppose. And he turns back to you and says, don't suppose, and he scratches his chin or his cheek. You'll be looking for any mercenaries anytime soon?
I'm sure we could find room for one or two. I'll give him a bit of a wink,
He's
especially
like,
one of your caliber.
he's like, good. Now I'm just gonna lie down. It's all the same to you, Chief.
I think you should. You deserved your rest. Your rest. Thank you,
Yeah.
my friend, again.
He just claps you on the shoulder and walks off.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, I guess I'll meet up with Darthus at this point.
Yeah. I'll
Yep.
try
And we can skip ahead to Decimus, Darthus, and Saya.
Yeah.
You've been admitted to the tent. Do you want to speak to each other or say anything?
Have you guys seen... What's his name? Hassan. The name that's displayed right in front of me that I can't remember.
I mean, does anyone ever see Hassan? I don't know what to make of that man. But no, I haven't.
doesn't say anything. He just kind of shrugs.
Are you concerned that
Are
he's
you-
not here?
Well, I don't trust him. He's up to something. Decimus, will you be alright?
We'll find a way forward. Nothing else for us to do. And then he's gonna kind of, gesture towards the tent.
Okay, I'll nod and head in.
Cool. So,
Hello.
you guys head in, and Kassar's there in a black plate, and you just black riding gear, and he's just like, he's got his fists on a table, and he's looking at a map of the world, and he's making plans. He looks up and goes, ah, and his eyes light up, and he sends people over. It says, I'll prepare a bath immediately. Were you successful? We saw the explosion from here.
I'll look at Darthus.
It was a difficult choice, but I think it was one that was worth making in the end.
What happened?
It's hard to explain, really. We met Gunwal Craddock there and faced off against him, and we were given a choice. Let's just say that much, by a powerful being, and I think we made the right one. But it has repercussions that will be felt all over the world, really.
He says, you are right. The world is now ours for the taking. And he holds his fist up. He turns around and says, Menshai will be first to fall. All our armies of Gensen and Asunder are now mine to command. And with your support, he nods and says, yes. He says, but first, I'd like to extend an offer to you. The Obsidian Walls will be permanently declared independent, completely independent of any power. And what's more, I award you the city of Saga as your official seat of power. I also, and he turns around to and he says, and here is the catch. Present you this banner, and there's a banner, and he says, this is the coat of arms of the coast of Asunder. They're yours to control in my name, should you swear fealty to me.
And what are your plans now that our main rivals and enemies have been moved aside?
Conquest, my boy. He slaps you on the shoulder, and it hurts because you're still hurt. And he says, the world, conquest.
And where will that stop? Or will it stop?
It will stop when our empire stretches from, the steaming seas to the endless ocean beyond Valenreath.
See. I'm just going to pause there for a minute and see if any of the others have anything to say.
I have a what have we done look on my face.
Yeah. Yes.
Decimus isn't really paying attention. Considering he was an adequate fighter, but a good binding user, and now he's not a binding user, he doesn't really feel like he's going to be much part of the world at large anymore. So he's just kind of letting you guys deal with this.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting. I'll just turn to Kassar and say, and do you not think there's a diplomatic approach that can be taken with the other empires that you'll face?
He says, Boundaries have never been prone to negotiating. What makes you think they'll do so now?
Depends who's at the head of that region, I suppose, doesn't it?
Suppose. At the moment, they have 2 emperors. Seems very confusing to me. And he gives you a wink. Says, I suppose they didn't have any obsidian walls up.
No, they didn't. No, that's true. And then, what are your plans for Gensen and everything? Do you not think that they would accept diplomacy in some way?
He says, I'm sure they would accept diplomacy, but Gensen is already mine. Says, Menshai, on the other hand, age-old enemies, my boy. They will not go down without a fight. No, diplomacy is long gone.
And do you have the resources and the men to take that fight to Menshai?
Give me a year to rebuild, and yes.
Well, thank you for your offer. And I can't see the Obsidian Wolves operating under any circumstance that doesn't give them complete, independence of any power. And that's always the way it sort of has been, apart from our arrangement, obviously. But as to swearing fealty to something like this, I don't know if we can.
Says, I understand you have seen much death these past weeks.
We have.
Well, my offer still stands. Saga is yours by right. So long as you always swear to be a friend to Asunder, I see no reason that I can't let the more iron-handed part of this bargain go. And he holds out his hand.
I'm sure we can remain friends in that respect. And I'll shake his hand.
Cool.
Thank you.
As you shake his hand, he lets the banner, that represented the coastline, drop. And says, you do realise there's more money in the rest of the cities put together than there is in Saga, don't you?
We do.
He shrugs and goes,
value to us.
well, more for me. It says, bring in the girls. And women come in. But I'm just going to take control of the situation now for just a second. You see, Decimus just, back away out of the room.
I was going to say, Decimus is just going to kind of step outside.
And I'm sure you guys don't want to be part of any festivities and seem like it's a,
Not really.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna go check on Gaijin.
Okay.
But, do what you will first.
Yeah, I was going to say that I was going to move the action forward, actually.
Okay.
So you're talking there, yeah, you have your reunion there, but you all sail back to Castle Wolfspire. And you see here, absolutely devastated ships, and the sea is just a smoking mass as you push your way through it. And finally, a ship comes to meet you and pulls you into harbour. And you notice that it's just one ship, but there are others that are manned near Castle Wolfspire.
Bodes well. Yeah, I guess we'll alight up next to it as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, you can head back to Wolfspire now, and there's no, it's fine.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Wolfspire still looks battered, but repairs have begun. It's going to be years before it's back up and running to where it was. But yes, you guys are off boats, and Gaijin steps off and he helps you off, sire. And then, obviously, as Decimus steps over, he doesn't say anything too. But Darth is down. He says, but we had a raven whilst you were gone."
I see. Did you read the message?
I did, even though it was addressed to you. Suppose congratulations are in order. And he holds out his hand.
I guess so, my friend. I'm not sure whether it's the best thing for Valenreath at this time, but hopefully I can at least assist them in maintaining and rebuilding the Empire.
Guys,
Considering what's happened.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Is that not what you're talking about? My
No,
return to Valenreath?
no, you're a father, you fucking imbecile.
Oh, that. Well, that's much more exciting news, and that's one of the reasons why. Probably one of the main reasons why I don't think that's something that I can continue with. But no, that's wonderful. Where is she at the moment?
She's in your chambers. She's right as rain, don't worry. She's not
Good.
stopped snapping at me since, well, you know.
I'd expect nothing less.
Mm-hmm.
She's got some fire in her. I'll give him a bit of a wink and head past.
He just shakes his head. And Decimus, what are you gonna do right now?
Decimus is just gonna kind of quietly head back to his room. He's gonna kind of step outside while they're talking and kind of go around, out the way. He's he just goes back to his rooms and he's gonna sit and have a think for a bit.
Cool. Yes, you're just sitting there, having a think. Darthus, are you going to your room and she's there? She's there. She's lying in bed, just chilling out.
Like I'm visibly ecstatic at the moment. I'll just sort of run over to her and say, "I'm so glad you're safe, and both of you are safe."
Yeah. As you hug her, she goes, "No, it's about fucking time."
It's over now. We'll see much more of each other.
She says, "Yes, I suppose you will." So, do you like to meet her?
I would. Can I hold her?
Of course you can. And we'll leave you there, just in your marital bliss. So as you look down into this baby's face, you're thinking, do you even know what's in store for you?
No, I don't.
Yeah, a girl, which is also the spawn of Asher. It's gonna be fun for you.
I meant for the baby. She's technically to Valenreath now. To be fair. So, Decimus, you're sitting alone in your room, and your apprentices come in, and they all look shell shocked. But one of them says to you, "So we don't have our powers anymore. Word spreading."
The world is going to be great. It's going to change.
The guy, he's only young, he's almost 17, he leans down and goes, "It's alright. We'll get through this together. You were a fine warrior before you had the binding. We can do this. Gaijin already offered us a place in his band, said you'll teach us everything there is to know about fighting and making money and living free, just living off the land. When you come with us, they could use a healer."
I think for now, I need to go my own way a little bit, but I'll remember. I'll keep an eye out for you guys.
He says,
You better make me proud.
He says, if you change your mind, we'll be here for the next couple of weeks, helping rebuild. I think Gaijin's planning to slip away with Sarah at some point. He's not told her yet.
like I said, whether I come back or not, I expect each of you to put the same amount of effort into your training as soldiers as you did as my trainees, and that is no small thing.
They all nod appreciatively, and we go back to the battlements where Gaijin is standing with Saya, looking over the wrecked battlements and the wrecked bay, and the wrecked everything.
I think I just kind of look over at Gaijin. So, what now?
He says, I guess we're just going to have to rebuild, and shrugs, and that's where we'll end the session and the campaign. So we are. So a bit of sweet ending to Saga, more subdued than we've had in the past, which is what I was going for.
Everybody survived. All the main characters survived.
Have you noticed it's a sadder ending this time than we've ever had, and everyone survived?
I mean, I suppose for Saga, but Minerva was pretty.
Yeah,
Minerva's a lot more hopeful than this.
Minerva was really sad for me. Like, the time that Shirk and I were the only ones who lived.
Yeah.
That was, like, traumatizing.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop thinking about it, like, all day. I was so upset.
Well, I'm gonna let people go who have to go. I think I'm just gonna make the post session like 10 minutes long, something like that.
Okay. Do you want me to?
It's a bit late.
Do you want me to stop the recording or keep going?
No, just keep going.
Okay.
I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea. So, I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to everyone who played and turned up every week. We didn't have 1 week where people didn't turn up or cancelled or anything like that. It was all nice, and this is exactly how I wanted a campaign to go. And for me, saying goodbye to Saga, which is what I'm doing for now, this is probably the way I wanted to do it, and that was have a campaign, beginning, middle, and end, the biggest one we've ever done, the best assets we've ever used, and it was epic. And right throughout it, if you go back and watch from the start to now, that there are even little hints of what's to come as you go through it, and I love that. I love the fact that you guys, even without knowing it, reminded me of so many things that I needed to do, and that's because we worked really well together. Even though I was writing it myself, we worked really well together in feeding off each other, so that went really well. I'd like to thank Sam for making me Asunder logos and the World of Saga logos. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Tom for joining so late, bringing the wonderful Hassan with him.
Always good to bring Hassan back.
Yeah. I'd like to thank Dan for being such a good sport.
Yeah, I actually have a question for Dan. Like, if you stick around, I have a question.
Okay.
And I'd like to thank David for being the obligatory magic person and for putting so much effort into actually role playing his character as well. Not that you all didn't, you know what I mean? You all really did. But I really got the sense that David really got in touch with his character. And having the strength to let go the one thing that really defined who he was at the end of the campaign there. And yeah, it was amazing.
Tempting. It was tempting to go the other way, but with all the bad stuff that's happened, and plus, like, I was thinking about, with his master, when he was originally taught the binding, to not take it for granted and stuff. They kind of, all of that together is what actually made him make that decision.
And I've got to be honest, like, if you had not have destroyed it and had tried to pocket it, I would actually have tried to shoot it out of your hand and destroy it.
Well, we'll get to all this in a minute, which is really cool, really awesome.
Okay.
I've got a few announcements first, just a few. First one is that there will be an epilogue session at some point. This is not the last time you'll see Saya, Decimus, Darthus, and Hassan. There will be an epilogue session. Second announcement is I don't know when we're going to do it, but we'll probably soon on a semi casual basis. Hassan will be getting his own spin-off series, just like Cheers or Frasier, and a few other things I wanted to announce. Third thing was there are 2 new things coming up out of role playing. One is called Pariah, which is a real world cyberpunk setting. Think a mixture between Blade Runner, Shadowrun, and X-Men, pretty much. And there's another one called The Unlucky Few, which is something that Tom has been writing up and doing, as everyone's getting excited for. It seems to be the most random thing we've ever done, which is I suppose, is...
Oh, expect lots of randomness, don't we?
Yes. Fourth announcement. There will be Minerva 3.0 coming back. I think it's next week, isn't it, Dan, or something like that?
Same week as the Unlucky Few starts, actually. So
No, that's 2 weeks from now. They're both 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now. Okay, 2 weeks from now.
So we're in Durham next weekend, remember, Dan?
Yes, yeah. So
Okay.
we can't do them, but yes, 2 weeks away.
Okay.
So yeah, both we start at the same time, which would be interesting. Running
Yeah.
alongside each other. New engine as well. So
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, we got a brand new engine, brand spanking. So this is the Saga is the last of the old boys, really. Well, fantastic. We got Minerva 3.0 will be concluding over the next couple of months. And the Unlucky Few will be starting. Driftwood will continue alongside Minerva, but again, it's a casual one. We do whatever we feel like it. 2 big things from me. The World of Saga 4, there will be a full one. I've asked David to actually Games Master the World of Saga 4 in the future. Yeah, so it's going to be quite a way down the road, but it will be done. And we'll be writing up the rules for that together, and I'll be writing up a world state, pretty much based on what you've done. And also, Minerva 4.0 is already in my version of pre-production, basically. So
yes,
it's all on
that later.
Yes, we will be discussing that later. So, on the post-session show, I'm going to make a quick cup of tea, and I'll come back, and whoever's left, I will speak to you then. So, cool. Thank you very much for playing.
Thank you.
I'm so curious as to what your plans are, Sam. I know we didn't really go into it at the end of that, but
I mean, I guess you kind of, like out of character, you overheard what the general gist of the plan was.
Yeah.
And Saya will hear from me again, because I did kind of offer her to help me, and that still stands. So I may visit Saya again.
Yeah, maybe we can do that in the epilogue. Like, act that out.
Yeah, that'd be a cool thing to do in the epilogue.
Yeah, it would actually. It would be good.
You know what the fuck we're doing in Ashkeep? Have I got my super awesome underground secret base there yet?
Has it been cleansed of necromancers yet? Is that
I mean, I don't know. That's why I was going to see Bastion. I was going to get an update.
I mean, necromancers are binding, so you can have a lot of corpses lying around.
Yeah.
And a lot of very confused people standing around, wondering where the corpses are lying around, and not, wandering around.
Yeah. True. That's true, actually. That does make my job a lot easier on that.
It does.
And then just be like, I don't know what to do. All I had was dead people, and now I have corpses. I mean, it depends on the necromancer, I suppose. You're gonna run into some weirdness.
Magnus. Fucking Magnus chilling out. Could you imagine that? Hassan and Magnus meeting?
Oh, for God's sake.
I saw that Magnus did meet.
Oh yeah, they did once, but I feel like if Hassan knew
once.
about the whole, because if Hassan had known about the whole, him needing to kill souls thing, he might have struck a deal with Magnus, to be honest, and been like, "Look, I kill people for a living. You need people's souls, so I feel like this is a match made in heaven. You make me immortal, I'll kill people for you."
I don't think Hassan ever actually had to deal with any of the undead, though.
No, I don't think I ever. I don't think I ever cast. Like, I don't think I ever raised anyone from the dead in Hassan's presence. So
He just missed it because when we came out of that little room, there was a whole shit ton of undead people, and they all despawned before we came outside.
Yep. So you nearly missed that beautiful, beautiful ship. Would have been glorious. Hassan living forever. Can you imagine it? Great.
Oh god.
I'm sure it would have gone swimmingly for everyone.
Yeah. He's pretty old anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, I think. Well, because how long ago was Ventia? I think was that like what 20 years?
I
Something
think
like that.
15
It was
maybe.
15 to 20. I think it was 15 at the start of this campaign,
Okay.
and then it's been what, 2
It's been
years?
2 years since we started the campaign.
So I'm actually not that old because at the beginning of Ventia I was 24 as Hassan. So I guess that would be 29, 30-ish. So
He's not
mid-30s.
much
No,
older than
mid-40s,
Decimus.
sorry.
He's only a few years older than Decimus.
Yeah, so he's actually not that old. Thinking about it. I thought it would be a bit older, but I guess not. Mid
Hold on,
40s.
Decimus?
I thought you were pretty young, Decimus. Like, because Darthus and I were both the same age, I remember, at the start.
Yeah, we're quite young.
We were both
Decimus is like 20
we were both
something.
20 years old at the start, so now we're like 22. I thought
22,
you
yeah.
were only a few years older than we were, so I thought you were like mid
let me-
to late 20s.
I'm trying to remember.
This was a mistake.
7.
So I glued the spikes onto the back of the Terminators first, before putting them on the legs. So now,
You
trying to
can't
hold
assemble
in
them
place
again.
is going to be
Spikes on you.
a lot more difficult.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
totally know
Why
what
use a
that
spike?
means.
He was 23 at the start of the campaign.
Okay, so you're like 25.
So you're all like whippersnappers compared to Hassan.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Just
Well, no, this is people don't live quite as long in these.
Whippersnappers.
normally whippersnappers. Love it, Tom.
Decimus has seen some shit though. He's nearly died many times.
I nearly died several times just in this session.
This is true.
That is true.
It's true.
I mean, Hassan's come the closest to dying in this session, I think, out of all the sessions. I think I've actually managed to stay conscious throughout.
This is the first character in 2 campaigns that has survived.
Yeah, because I think the one time I would have gone unconscious, Locke saved me, from what I remember. The whole fire spell of doom thing that went on. Like, you dived in and...
Yeah.
The one time I would have gone unconscious. So I think, other than that, I don't think I've gone unconscious. Yeah.
So, what are we talking about?
The fact that this was the first time Hassan's actually gone unconscious in combat.
What was
What I
it?
remember.
Well, aside from when he was actually against the party last time, as an NPC.
Yes. But as a sort of like player character with me.
Yeah,
playing,
yeah, completely.
Because
Yeah.
the one time I got close enough to combat to actually be struck unconscious, Locke saved me. So he dived into the fires and got me out of the way.
Well, you nearly died outright when Dan didn't listen when I said this guy's deflecting all of your spells and did it anyway, and nearly killed everyone in the first Saga campaign.
But thankfully I can
Yeah.
dodge firestorms. So
Yes, you can.
which Dan was very, very pleased about at the time.
Yeah. I bet you was.
How
Yeah.
did he not know about improved evasion? That's fine.
Because I've never seen someone look at somebody else with such ill hidden. Yeah, just as not hidden contempt. Like Hassan's actual disdain for Purse came through, and he was like, "You fucking."
I just remember he was like, alright, this does like 100 damage. And I was just like, alright, reflex save. I saved it.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, but you take it. And it was like, take it. I was like, no. I mean, I have improved evasion, so.
It does nothing.
Dodged the like 100-foot firestorm.
He was so fucking mad at you for that.
He was so angry.
So, no. The one I was talking about is when you were in the mountain, just before the dragon came in, when you're fighting that guy from Boundary.
Oh yeah, that was when Locke saved me.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
That was then.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have gone.
But yeah. Anyway. So I just wanted to talk about the actual campaign. I had a thought when I was making my cup of tea, and that was like, I kind of get this, when you've been watching a TV series for like 10 seasons, and it's been going on for so long that at the very last episode they show you like flashbacks of the original episode and the first couple episodes, and you're thinking, fuck me, we were different people back then. Or the characters were different people back then. Do you know what I mean? Wow, it's been such a long time. And I thought back just before to the starting session, and you guys being on that ship and sneaking around and trying to, but from then till now,
Yeah.
it seems like an actual bloody lifetime ago.
It's been a while.
Well,
It's been a while.
I think the biggest change that Saya has been through has a lot to do with her apprentices, because before that she was just an assassin, like, I'll kill this person, kill that person, no big deal.
Mhm.
Don't really, everything that she had cared about before was no longer there. And so getting her apprentices and then kind of building up a little family unit sort of thing with them kind of really changed her a lot.
I think that kind of culminated in the Gaijin thing. That would never have happened at the start of the campaign. I don't think.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think it would have necessarily happened if she hadn't had to watch the whole thing between Asha and Darthus and realizing just how fucking dense Darthus is. I think part of that was like you just really had to actually consider, what Ash's feelings might be like in that, and just like kind of give Saya like, had to kind of see that from her own point of view, which she wouldn't have done before. See Ash's feelings from her own point of view to see, try to help Darthus not completely ruin everything.
Yeah,
Leader, free world, ladies and gentlemen.
I see what you mean. So, like, after the whole Gaijin thing, when I yelled at Darthus that he needed to go say goodbye to her, like that sort of thing, that probably never would have happened, I guess, if...
It's the kind of the two relationships are sort of feeding off of each other.
Yeah, because I guess
I
you
see what you're
told
saying.
me to be honest about my feelings with Asher, or Darthus to be honest about his feelings with Asher, and then I guess that motivated
I would
you.
never have done.
No, I probably wouldn't have yelled at you like that if it wasn't for all that Gaijin stuff happening shortly before.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was kind of like, I could kind of understand that situation a little bit better and knew that you needed to go say something to her.
Yeah, well. What can I say? It all worked out in the end.
Well, if we're looking at memories, what ones stand out for everyone?
Darthus and the horse is a big one. Like, Hassan wasn't there for this, but...
No.
So
we were trying to rescue a noble's daughter, who actually turned out to be Elise. Right? And so we were going up to this castle,
yeah, she's
and we were trying to sneak around because there was
locked
some
in this
weirdness going on.
fortress with armed guards. I think there were sentinels there too, weren't there?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we decided to sneak around. What's happening? And so as we're going around, we're like, we don't like this. So we start sneaking up to the place. And
Yeah,
as we're sneaking up, we're like, okay, Darthus, you can't sneak where the damn. So you hang out here, keep an eye on the horses, make sure nothing happens.
Right.
Which was
What
all
did I do?
fine until Darthus found himself a lovely little pile of mushrooms.
There we go. Right. I see what this is going.
He decided to sample said mushrooms.
Yep.
And had a long, drawn-out conversation with his horse, which culminated in him chasing his horse up
the
hill.
horse convinced him to let it go.
Right.
And so Decimus and I are trying to sneak up to this fortress all stealthily, and this horse comes out of nowhere, like with Darthus running behind it, and Saya's just like, oh shit, and like runs over to the horse and like leads it away, and Like it was just this whole ridiculous thing.
Whole fucking thing.
Loved every
I'm
minute.
not saying that sounds like a Darthus thing to do.
Well,
But it sounds like a Darth.
Sounds like a Darthus thing to do.
perfect. It's
I mean,
perfect.
even Logan avoided mushrooms.
It's true. It's true. It's quite an interesting conversation as well. Darthus thought. He found himself thinking back to it every now and again. Came up a few times. So that whole debacle. There were a couple of things like that, though, weren't there? Like the very first session, I ended up throwing an apple somewhere. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Just, like stupid little things like that. Jay added in, you know.
But you chuck the apple at the guys and miss them
Or
before
oh yeah, the
them.
barrel. Darthus in the barrel with
Yeah.
Barrel.
Shokan.
So Shokan, why did he barrel him?
Darthus was drunk. Like he was really,
Yeah, I
really,
think-
really drunk.
And he thought it would be hilarious just to put a barrel over me, so he did.
Were-
Just, like, put
I
a
think you
barrel
were
on me.
naked too. Didn't you not have clothes on under the barrel?
Oh yeah, that was something to do with the bet, wasn't it? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think for some reason we did a strip. Well, a strip bet, I guess. For some
Right.
reason, and we
Okay.
thought that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that sounds.
We were
Wasn't
both
this the
drunk.
same night that Decimus discovered he was the Emperor's cousin?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You
and
guys were
so,
upstairs.
yeah.
Doing that. I was downstairs.
Decimus was just sitting up in a room or out on the balcony, just looking at Darthus,
Yeah,
mumbling to himself for almost an entire day. He's the Emperor's cousin.
yeah.
He's in line to
Yeah.
be the next Emperor.
He was just like,
Brown,
him?
naked,
Him?
wearing about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Him?
It
Like
took
this,
us-
this went on
it
forever.
developed, yeah. By the end of the night, it was just me saying him over and over and over again.
And then Saya comes along, snap the fuck out of it, Decimus. Just, come on.
It took you like 3 full days to recover, didn't it?
You
From that.
explaining to him that I could actually teach him how to be decent. How be a decent emperor actually managed to snap him out of it.
That never happened. Yeah.
No, that did not happen.
I think.
Darthus
Like-
got better though.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think he did.
I guess so. Like I wanted to play him as a low intelligence character, just to kind of mix things up a bit, and he was a bit of kind of comic relief as well, so that was intentional. But yeah, it did put us in some difficult situations, definitely. So I think like one of the strongest memories for me was Shakan dying. Like that was mad.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
after that session just sitting down and thinking, oh god, I can't believe he's gone. Because like particularly Darthus spent a lot of time with Shakan doing various things, like the barrel incident and everything.
Aw. Poor Shokan, he always had
I think this is a good time to bring up who is everyone's favorite NPC.
Well, Shakan for
Pretty
Darthus,
sure
like,
Shokan.
he loved him, absolutely loved him. So
And Sam, what were you saying? Sorry.
Oh, I was saying poor Shokan. He was always like at first he was kind of going after Darthus a little bit, but then when Asher came into the picture, he was kind of going after Saya. Like just poor guy.
Yeah. Well, he got around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know he did, but like it was so sad and kind of pathetic a little bit how he was just like, you know, just the rejection, I guess. But
Yeah.
I mean, Darthus and Saya definitely wouldn't have made any other choice. That would be really out of character for either of them to go along with that sort of thing. But at the same time,
Mhm.
I kind of felt bad for him.
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, he was hilarious. He was there from the beginning. That's what was so devastating about
From the first
losing
session.
him. He's the first person who helped us out when we
And he gave us nicknames.
washed up on the shore. Yeah.
And he was so iconic from the very first session as well. Like he really made a big impression of us just from the start. Like the way you played indeed and the way you constructed the character as well. It's just like fantastic. He's
Yeah.
like a very distinctive character.
Yeah, it killed me killing them off. But I felt at that stage, I never go into these things to kill someone off, but I always put a chance in there that it could happen. And sometimes it's more a high chance than others. And I did go into that session with at least 60% chance that Shokan could die, because I thought it would be, it would heighten the stakes. Because you wanted to kill Gormal Craddock because he'd tried to kill you before, and he'd caused a lot of suffering. It wasn't really directly aimed. Do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like he hadn't succeeded in killing you or anyone close, really close to you. Like, even Shogo kind of, survived when the whole house burnt down around him.
Yeah.
So I felt that you needed a real hook in there, and I thought, who can I take away that they actually will be really pissed off about? And that was the answer I had. And again, there was a 40% chance in that worked out. 4 times out of 10, he would have been fine. And I think another 2 times he would have just been unable to fight anymore. And then there was like another 4 times where he would have just died. So, and that's challenging, like making sure the tree works. So I've got a tree of choices, in a session. So making sure that if you make this decision, I'm following it properly. So yeah, that was a shame when he died. But I felt it was a good way to go. It was very Shokan the way that he went. And it was also like a changing of the guard as well, because you were getting to a stage where he was sort of the Obi-Wan Kenobi. He was sort of the guy who you were under his wing when you first started out. He taught you the ropes of being mercenaries, and then you spread your wings and flew off. And then when it came time for him to go, he went. And that's what those characters do. That's why they're called gateway characters or gatekeeper characters. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi, Gandalf, who should have stayed dead. Gandalf, and people like that. They're there to introduce you to the story, and then they go and they give you the stakes. They give you that, you killed my father, prepare to die, sort of thing. So what is next for your characters? I'm going to go with Hassan first. He hasn't spoken in a while. I think he's the one with the more pressing plans, since he basically forewent the whole emotional climax thing there and just pissed off to do his own thing.
Hassan doesn't really do emotional climax, so
he did. He's a father.
He was like, yeah, he did, but he was at this moment in time, he's got shit to do.
Okay.
They feel like he needs to capitalize on the situation. So, next move for Hassan was to meet up with Bastion, figure out what the hell he's been doing with regards to Ashkeep, and whether he managed to get a hold of the situation there. And then if he had, I think at that point he would have actually unveiled his plan to Bastion. Been like, listen, this is the plan. You're with me. And then, if he'd have said no, then Hassan would have been like, okay, I can accept that. And then he might have let him go, killed him for what he knew. So
yeah.
But if he'd have joined him, then at that stage, he would have then moved forwards.
Yeah, I mean, the actual way that the region's set up now is pretty much perfect for Hassan now, isn't it?
That's why
it's like
he
a
wants to
melting
leave
pot
as quickly as possible, because there's a whole flux of power going on at the moment. So the Black Lotus will be very unstable. The Cade Thorn will be like, what the fuck is happening?
They're pretty much gone. They were absorbed by. I mean, this is what I liked about the campaign as well. Every single big thing that's happened in the setting has been something to do with this campaign. Even the assassins. The reason why the shadows were brought down is because of the the monopoly of the assassins. You know what I mean? Like Gormal Craddock was buying up all of the assassins, and so obviously he bought up, as you found out in the campaign, a lot of people from the shadows, and they turned against you, went over to Gormal Craddock. You didn't know that he'd done that. That's what he'd done, and now he's paid for it. But that's what I love about it. Is like there's so many different, you know, it was really cool. Like, and so yeah. I think what we'll do next time when we do our epilogue sessions is we'll be following Hassan as he goes to Ashkeep and does his thing. Maybe he'll even hire some of his old friends. We'll see, but probably not. You know, I think no one really has an inkling that you went there either, so they're not going to just turn up. I don't think. So.
No, I told literally no one about Ashkeep.
Yeah.
So...
Well, Saya knows your plans.
She knows
so
the
you
plan.
might want to get in touch with her. Yeah.
Telling Saya when you were gone. Well, telling Sam when you were gone. Like, I think during the epilogue, I think Sam will definitely be tapping Saya up and being like, "No, remember that talk we had about the whole plan thing? Yeah, that's going ahead." So.
Yeah, going to be a part of it, sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like just as a comment, like I feel like when Craddock bought out the Shadows and Hassan got kicked out, I think that was a very strong motivation for what he's doing now. Like, because he's been playing politics for like fucking decades.
Oh, okay, so that's why. Okay, that's interesting. I
like,
either missed that or.
Yeah, so Hassan, he was sort of like, well, what the fuck did I gain from all that, you know, years toiling playing politics? Nothing. So he's like, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna bring the whole. If I'm not gonna enjoy this, I'm just gonna bring the whole fucking system down and just go back to what I enjoy, which is just, you know, being an assassin. Killing people. Yeah. So that was like a major motivation for him.
Yeah. See, I guess it makes sense that I didn't realize this because Saya didn't know either, but I didn't know what your motivation really was for being there. Like, Saya just always had this question in her mind, like, why is this guy here?
So that is pretty much why I was there.
Okay.
So, moving on, Saya, what do you think you're going to be doing from now on?
I think Saya's in this weird place where she isn't really sure, because they've met their goal that they had as the Obsidian Wolves. Like, that's over with, and so, you know, I don't know if she, like, try not to give anything away for the epilogue, but I'm not sure if she's gonna want to continue being an assassin or if she's gonna want to stay with the wolves or maybe go off and do a different thing. She's kind of in this weird place where she isn't sure. Like, she's not.
I think maybe she want to go with. I mean, I'll fully admit, like, Gaijin is planning to ask her to go with him. Basically, you know.
Yeah, that's another possibility too. I mean, we could act this out in the epilogue if you want.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, that's what he's planning to do, basically.
Okay.
Get you to go with him if that's what you want to do. Cool. So, Decimus, what's next for you?
Well,
so
I'm not entirely sure yet, because Decimus, he's not sure what he's going to do anymore, because, you know, he's not got the binding anymore, which was the main, he felt was his main contribution to the City Wolves. Like, you know, he's probably going to leave for a while and just you know, try to sort himself out. And he's probably going to sneak off at some point, leave a letter saying, you know, that he will return when he can, if he can, and kind of maybe go back to Valenreath and go see his family and see how Valenreath is coping with what's happening, and you know, help his family through it, and maybe, you know, we'll see from there.
Okay, he's gonna head home.
Yeah, he's kind of rethink his whole life now.
I mean, I suppose it's one comfort to say, well, you know, he doesn't have the power that made him who he was, but neither does anyone else.
Yeah.
So
the whole world's gonna change, and he's got to kind of figure out what his place in it is now.
So, the reason for your silence on the way back, was that more because of what happened
that.
to Elise, or because you feel not very useful anymore?
It wasn't about the feeling useful or not useful. He's silent because he's regretting what happened to Elise. He felt like he wished he could have found a way around it, but he didn't think he could have. I think she, with the link that she had ended up having between Craddock and herself. So he's not like beating himself up over the fact that she's passed. He's definitely unhappy about it, but he just changed the entire world by his own two hands, and that whole decision is kind of weighing on him.
Yeah, that is a pretty big deal. It's going to affect a lot of things.
It's basically he's just consigned Valenry to chaos. The whole structure of Valenry relies on the binding. Now that that's gone, it's he's taken apart his whole home and his family. He's taken apart his own purpose, and his students and everything. So all of that reality is sort of weighing on him.
Okay. So probably one of the biggest ones, yeah. Darthus, what's going to be happening with him?
Again, I think it's tricky. I mean, he's now got a fully fledged family, so obviously we, as the Obsidian Walls, have had quite an independent lifestyle, as has Asher, but I feel like he feels obligated, at least to some degree, to go back to Valenreath and try and help move things forward without the binding. And actually, I think that kind of links into his thoughts about Decimus. Like, for Darthus, Decimus's main contribution was actually his guardianship of knowledge, his wisdom, and his oversight of the rest of us and the insights that he gave. And I think he kind of represents what Valenreath needs to be and needs to contribute going forward.
So do you think he'd offer?
I think so. Yeah, I think.
Well,
I think
with
for that, and
with Darthus going home, do you think he would say, "Well, do you want to come with me and basically have a seat on my court," sort of thing?
Well, I think he'd just see it as a partnership, really. Like, obviously, Darthus understands that he doesn't have the best kind of overarching big picture view of things, especially considering where he lived and in what sort of environment he lived when he was back in Valenreath in the palace with Logan and things. And he doesn't have that sort of guardianship of knowledge role. So I think, yeah, he'd probably speak to Decimus, and we can talk through this in the epilogue, but about sort of the partnership, going back to Valenreath, going back to our roots. Darthus would want to focus on his family as well and see how that all works out and fits in with everything. But he would feel like that he himself, but probably as a partnership with Decimus, if he was willing, be to go back to Valenreath and try and piece everything together again, really. Because otherwise, well, if unrest starts there, then it won't stop. Because like David was saying, the whole structure of Valenreath was based on the binding, and I feel like we'd be quite good people to find an alternative kind of underpinning pillar to that structure. So yeah, interesting. Not really sure, but I guess we'll all figure it out, won't we?
No, I think that's cool. I mean, of course, you don't know. A horrible thing is you don't actually know what the situation is in Valenreath at the moment. It could be anything you're walking into over there.
Yeah, I didn't even find out that Logan was dead until this session.
Speaking of which, that kind of ties into my question I had for you.
Hmm.
How did Dan feel about his former character just being killed like that?
I mean, like, Logan, you've played as having like an independent role in this campaign anyway, Dean. So he's got on outside of me playing him as a character. So it was a little bit more detached. But I think like Logan had his time, and he confined himself to a role that I didn't initially envisage for him. Like, you never create a character thinking they're going to be, you know, the emperor of, you know, the largest empire in the world. So it was a little bit of a shock for me when that first came through. And yeah, I think in the same respect as, like, I think Darthus wouldn't necessarily want that role. He'd have it thrust upon him. And so yeah, like, Logan was going to go at some point, you know, based on the character that he was anyway, through politics or through his own stupidity or whatever you want to call it, whether it be, you know, his honor or his stupidity, kind of two sides of the same coin. But clearly that might have happened. But yeah, I think, like, I am sad about it, obviously, because it was a character that I spent quite a lot of time with, and I have good memories with, you know, with the party that he was with. But I think it'll be an interesting way to develop us as characters going forward, and particularly Darthus, because he'll want to find out what happened there, and I think it's a good way of kind of expanding the storyline in a different area, really. So yeah, it's tough, but I'm not. I think I was more upset about Shakan dying, for example, than Logan. Yeah. I think I've accepted that I'd moved on from Logan, if that makes sense. So it made that a little bit easier. So yeah, but no, good question. Okay. I don't really think I thought about it before that.
Well, I think I'm good to leave it there, if everyone else is happy.
I just have one last question.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, if Gaijin was planning on asking Saya to come with him, why did he mention rebuilding at the end?
I think he is basically going to stay there for a couple of weeks and help them rebuild.
Okay.
But I think what he means is, what I was trying to get out of there, that was the author talking to you, not the character.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? So I was saying, well, you know, it's time to rebuild the setting. You know, I thought that was a nice last
see.
thing to say. But it kind of works both ways, because, you know, he wants to rebuild the world as well. He wants to make sure everyone's okay. He wants to rebuild, help rebuild the fortress for a little while, and then go and do his own thing.
Okay.
So yeah, but mainly it was the author saying, you know, I've torn down the world now. It's now no longer a magical setting. And that is a huge thing. There aren't many campaigns where you're going to be able to literally say, well, the setting's not about that anymore.
No more binding. That's pretty significant.
No more binding. I'm still not too sure how I'm going to work everything out. There might be some sort of power. I don't know, but I'm thinking about going cold turkey, to be honest. Just to respect the wishes of the party and the campaign, and to, you know, have it, you know, this be the thing. I think with this ending, it makes it harder for me to write books, because the binding was going to be a part of the books, but I'm sort of moving away from writing about my do it. So yeah, this works for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it.
I have no further questions.
Cool. Well, I'll let you all go then. Thank you very much for playing, and, you know.
Thanks for GM.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And yeah, we'll be back very soon with more roleplay, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.